The United States Border Patrol has exciting and rewarding career opportunities with the nation's largest law enforcement organization. Border Patrol agents enjoy great pay, outstanding federal benefits, and up to $20,000 in recruitment incentives. If you are looking for a way to serve something greater than yourself, consider the U.S. Border Patrol. Learn more online at cbp.gov/careers/USBP. That's cbp.gov/careers/USBP.
Wagwan, what's up, world?
Hello, my beautiful people.
Ni aje.
Friday Junior imeingia vibaya.
You know what I'm saying? Thursday tunangojea Friday.
Leo ni kutesa.
But I will file that copyright suit. You're an asshole.
Which copyright suit?
Mejan's song has been taken
Oh,
off
yeah.
because it infringed on copyright. Whatever. So now we
Somebody
can't.
said
We don't have that good music.
Hakuna vibe.
No.
Hakuna tabia za Kanairo.
Guys, we introduce the show first.
Oh, sorry.
Guys,
Oh.
okay, join the topics.
Hey, yo, man, we have just too much to say today.
Yo, listen,
you know what I'm saying?
yo. Shout out to everyone listening. You're listening to the 254 Express. My name is Rico 254. You're listening to Radio 254. On my right, I got Joke 254. On my left, I have Muremi 254. On my other left, I got Shania Hayes 254.
I'm right in front of you guys.
You know what I'm saying? Jeez!
Yeah.
And like, we're about to have a dope show today.
Yeah.
The show today is 2-5 flow.
2-5
flow.
It's 2-5 flow.
2-5 flow.
Let's get it.
You guys dropping hints. Dropping hints.
No, it's we're in Kenya. It's 254. It's 2-5 flow. I don't know. If you know, you know.
Yeah, if you know, you know.
We got
Yo, are you guys Gucci? How you guys doing today?
Hey, see, to go fresh. As we also just came from another, interview. So,
Shout out to
Big 'em up.
Shout out to Keep It a Blessing podcast. Look out for our interview that's going to come out in about a week or two. And shout out to Pop having us on the show today.
yeah. And how are you guys doing?
No, amazing. I got my 95 early today because all my bosses left. So as soon as the boss left me, I was on a movie.
No, we like it when you're in the studio.
I know.
We
It's
miss you.
been a minute. It's been a minute, guys. But you guys, the shows have been fantastic. Fuck.
Santi
We've
Sana.
had a really good week actually.
Yeah.
In terms of shows. We had yesterday.
Where's you guys smelling so hard?
Yesterday we had Sandra, one of our visual directors. She came through.
She's an art director, nigga.
Art director actually, and she came through and blessed us with a couple of gems.
And you guys, we also have our amateur show from 12 to
You guys been
1.
listening?
Yeah.
I've been listening kidogo.
So mommy to know something about getting the bread.
The
Getting
bread.
the bread.
So you guys don't miss out. And send in your applications. Jokia, how are you doing?
I am blessed.
You're sweating, my nigga.
Because of this heat.
this
you know what I'm saying?
this is real emotion and shit. Like I'm really here presently in life. Like I feel like it's important to be present in your life.
Yeah.
And sometimes like life can be overwhelming and there's stressors and like life happens, but like you have to be present in your own life. So I'm trying to be present in life. So this is me feeling emotions. This is me feeling I'm here and I'm happy to be here.
I'm glad you're happy to be here.
I want to play a song for my brother. The name of the song is Nai. The song actually features 3 artists.
9 times 3.
9 times 3. Can you talk about 9 times 3?
9 times 3 is what the sound that's the first song I would say sounds like you in Nairobi. Because it's a bunch of people who grew up in Nairobi talking about their feelings, talking about what they feel Nairobi is like. Features great artists. Kenyan is on that. Taio is on that. Like, it's a spectacular song, and the hook is just so melodic. It plays in your head over and over again.
Okay.
And I trust your sense of music, so I know it's gonna be a banger.
So, how do we get people to stop singing?
Whoa.
I bet him it would take him.
How about 1,000 bob every time you said chi? I bet you'd stop.
Nah, smack.
Whoa.
Nah, I don't believe in violence. Just love. Just love.
No, that's
Yo, this nigga had his sexy voice on last night. If you listened, please tell him to stop that shit. He sounds weird. It's weird.
because it's about love. You know
What you know about love?
Mr. Love.
You forget.
Ati?
Mr.
Mr. What?
All his hosts are listening when he's talking about you. Wow. He's talking about you, Brandon, Letitia, Jockey.
Yo.
Shut up, jockey.
No, even that. Yo, homie's been saying I shout too much. So I did a test with different voices and someone. He said that I should do this voice. Actually, see the one right here.
But then you did it with a shouting, though.
Oh.
You did it with a shouting.
Yeah,
Of course. Then she was like, she picked the one she liked.
I mean, yeah, I guess I should just
The one that made
The dudes don't want to hear that.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
like,
No, no,
nah.
no.
None of that.
Yo, I'm not doing this for the man them. So I'm doing
The
this for
bitches,
the
the bitches.
Nah, but on a serious note, thanks everyone for tuning in. We have a special show today. We also have.
Some faces.
I don't think
In the building.
we have some faces in the building, but like
If you want to see visuals from us, let us know. Because we're trying to make it happen. But I wouldn't lie to you, it's hard because to get the right visuals is difficult. To find someone who understands what we're trying to do and like kind of aligns with us is also difficult. So we're trying to make it happen so you guys can see us. As much as I really don't want you guys to see me, because I don't want you to see me at Sarit walking around and call me and like as if you know me, because I'm gonna smack you, motherfucker. So
Hey,
I don't want to be seen.
Joking doesn't want no fans. No. Yo, me, I want to
Joking.
you know what you're called
No,
today on the show? You're called Project X.
Yeah,
That's your name.
That's what we call it today on the podcast. Project X.
Hide your bitch. Because I'm everywhere.
Definitely.
But yo, let's get this music going. We'll be back at 5:30 or 5:45. What do you guys want?
I feel like
What wrong time?
Let's do 5:45.
yeah,
We'll be back. You listen to Radio 254.
let's get it.
Yo.
Took you 3 minutes to yell cheese. Even less than.
Yo, 999 wanna grow. Eyes to the sky when we cry, let it flow.
If you wanna cry, hit me up on the low. Do you realize we can fly, we can float, we can float,
Fly high, high, let it go. Beautiful rashes, honey, I see you glow. I see you working, let it light overflow. This elevation is a vibe for sure. Natushika mdogo mdogo, unity as we rise. Tusiandamane, sisi wafalme, city of light and love.
999 wanna grow. Eyes to the sky when we cry, let it flow.
If you wanna cry, hit me up on the low. Do you realize we can fly, we can float? For the first time I decided to be whole. Nikikunywa chai kwenye ndai, take it slow. It's always on my mind, can I fly, can I go? Nashukuru uhai, Gemini, South Sahara, come on my side. Look at the time, I will arise, I will arrive, destined to thrive. Thief in the night, came with the vibes, people been dying, and it's not right. Make up your mind, we can unite, live in the night. Nikki arrive, Nitaji psych, negative vibes, acha behind, negative vibes, not in my life. Nairobi is a beautiful city in a rich land full of traumatized people. All we need to do is go back to eating healthy and embracing our diverse cultures without prejudice.
999 wanna grow. Eyes to the sky when we cry, let it flow. If you wanna cry, hit me up on the low. Do you realize we can fly, we can flow?
Okay, now love for a long time. Been gone, never on mine. These kids gonna all die. Wine gotcha, we can't hide. No talking, it's all ice. They walking on landmines. Blow up before time. So what if it's high? Me and my people got together like a government of friends. Now we wanna love each other and focus on making amends. Yeah. This is for all of my brothers, my sisters. I'm praying you in. This is for all of the listeners. Wake up. We can ascend.
All the pain, all the troubles, heavy weights, broken heart. I'ma never retire. Got everything in me I require. Walking on fire. I never been one to go down under.
Put on the hunters, baby. This is Wakanda, they say. Take a sip of the waters, get bathed. She sing like the opera, get saved. Love is the gospel, say grace. God always watching our ways. Not sorry for stopping the fake.
Dear Heavenly Father, I come before you. I pray for restoration. I pray for peace. I pray for strength. Come and do what only you can do. Amen.
999 wanna grow. Eyes to the sky when we cry, let it flow.
If you wanna cry, hit me up on the low. Do you realize we can fly, we can float, we can float,
Natushikane mdogo mdogo, unity as we rise. Tusiandamane, sisi wafalme, city of light and love.
Once again I go, I never know where to begin when I write these rhymes, recite these lines, but I trust my grind full time. I'm going in, and in life you find two types of minds, the douches and those behind. I'm like, choose wisely. I'll come through in Nikes and just do it. Might lose slightly, flow so stupid they view nightly. You can ask Mikey even before I had ID. Most you people would ask about me. Hold up. Yeah. I bet this music take you down. Like no bungee, rest in peace to all the comfy rappers who been making money. I hope y'all learning something from me. When the road get bumpy, don't crack under pressure. Humpty Dumpty, eat track is a message y'all have to trust me. I'm back with a vision that y'all must all see. Round child, that may sound weird till you get my vibe, and what you hear is basic. I got a whole damn year just to make you face it. I'm tight, they like my name gon' stick where the angels fly, sky high. And when they hear a rapper sing, they don't believe this is a real song, a real song. But I'm like, let me do my thing. Since the beginning, we out here and I'm still strong, I'm still strong. When they hear a rapper sing, they don't believe this is a real song, a real song. But I'm like, let me do my thing. Since the beginning, we out here and I'm still strong, I'm still strong. Oh man, I like this song. And by the way, shout out to Kashmir Kak. I heard this song in GTA 5. I was like, I just might as well, do the damn thing. So, who is this? I am what the confused miss. Like a lion stuck in a mule's pit. When they die and it will make news quick. Flick, click, click. Zoom back to the elephant in the room. And they knew with a brand new tune I'll prove my point unlike these spoons. Hey boo, please move for the few of us artists who be making true progress in a way that you confess they can never do unless. What's that? What party where racks on racks on racks, like any of their tracks are whack, and that's the reason I had to come on back. Yeah. This is a real song, a real song. And I'm still strong and still gone. And when they hear a rapper sing, they don't believe this is a real song, a real song. But I'm like, let me do my thing. We out here and I'm still strong, I'm still strong. This is BC 2014, Brown Child. This is Brown Child. BC 2014, This is BC 2014, Brown Child. BC 2014, This is Brown Child. BC 2014, Brown Child. This is Brown Child. BC 2014, Brown Child. BC 2014, This is Brown Child. BC 2014. This is a real song, a real song. Yeah. Shout out to MIS too. Jazz. We killed it. Kaveke suits, Joey Miyano shoes, my body armor improved like Mama be on the news soon. We making moves, Mercedes-Benz revenues. They say they friends, who are you? But tonight you do what you do and lose your cool. For a minute but got it back. Looking around, a click and then a clap, and it started just like that. You've been trying to pay the bill, Kevin Hart type swag. So mad, but we came here to party, and after we party, more party. Now Takula what? Battery, turn down for nothing. Say we came here to party, renew our human bodies, moving right through the lobby. Countdown, haki ya nani. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Get on your mark. Get set. Go. 3, 3, 1, 2, 1. Move it today, move tomorrow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Get on your mark. Get set. Go. 3, 3, 1, 2, 1. Groove it today, groove tomorrow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Get on your mark. Get set. Go. 3, 3, 1, 2, 1. Move it today, move tomorrow. The greatest moments
treble.
Give me space. Where should we travel? Pick a place. If you can handle, cut the brakes. Skate. Roller blade, no slowing down, it's on today. Puff on that loud, thank USA. Up in the cloud where rockets play. Flame, it's on our J's, 23 hours, no delay. Back to the matter as they say. Aren't you that rapper from Kile for 8? Snake, from Metal Gear Solid camo mode. Well, I'm tryna let all these artists know that some people robotic, but who knows, no. But we came here to party, and after we party, more party. Now Takula what? Battery, turn down for nothing. Say we came here to party, renew our human bodies, moving right through the lobby. Countdown, Haki ya nani. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, get on your mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, go. 3, 1, 2, 1, move it today, move tomorrow. 3, 4, 1, get on your mind. go. 3, 1, 1, groove it today, move tomorrow. 3, 4, 1, get on your mind. go. 3, 1, move it today, move tomorrow. The greatest moments the human moves up, down, left, right, touch, down. We moving up, down, left, right, off ground. Up, down, left, right, touch, down. We moving up, down, left, right, off ground. Up, down, left, right, touch, down. We moving up, down, left, right, off ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, right, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We moving up, down, left, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Get on your mind, go. 3, 1, 2, 1, move it today, move tomorrow. Get on your mind, go. 3, 1, groove it today, move tomorrow. Get on your mind, go. 3, 1, move it today, move tomorrow. The greatest moments the human moves. 3, 4, 1, get on your mind. Go. 3, 1, 2, 1, move it today, move tomorrow. 3, 4, 1, get on your mind. Go. 3, 1, groove it today, move tomorrow. Get on your mind. Go. 3, 1, move it today, move tomorrow. The greatest moments the human moves. Nice, very nice. Forget Xbox. And love, that's light, but it's dark in my kitchen. So I'm thinking, using wisdom, Leo need to have a chicken, villain Nicky finger licking, good. Kile being killed by KPLC, failed PS3 plans, but I'll make you dance, I'm gonna make you dance. Wanamberi vayaye umeto, toto kabale, now your flow is kale hade. Kina nane wanna throw you a pate and promo mocho kaze dunga coat na shate. Speech. Really like to thank you. Hope I'm holding the mic like I'm meant to. Every stroke of a line with my pencil. It's nothing special, but they want it all over the town. Ain't no denying once you try it. Taste these sounds. Taste these sounds. Taste these sounds. Ain't no denying once you try it. Taste these sounds. Taste these sounds. Sounds. Yeah, ain't no denying once you try it. Taste these sounds. Watching in a pineapple crumble. Jump anywhere inside the jungle. Way too many are stuck on the puzzle. I'm gone. Scramble. Back when I was in class 4. Now I light up the dance floors on the mic and started the fashion. Apple. Imekula na Samsung. Now everybody has got one. Make a movie, I can get popcorn. What's up, man? With the plan on, if there's something you can't understand, then say it now. Right. Taste these sounds. Taste these sounds. Taste these sounds. Tasty sounds. Tasty sounds. What happened? Hey, my guy. When how long have I been out for? You guy, you press play and just blink it. It's been like 2 days. Wow. That must have been a serious jump. Yeah. I'm feeling good, huh? Just look at me. Yo, look at me. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? Yeah. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? Ooh. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? Well, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? And what I'm trying to say, you should let the song play. Let it hit your right brain. 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 Forget about your pains. Your troubles taken away. Better teach your left brain. Better teach your left brain. This is more exciting. This is more exciting. And I've been working for days and days, but that don't matter cause it's worth the look on their face. A rapper could be living faster. Pockets fatter. My nyama platter. On top of that, my music's in his new Passata. That's why
I've been doing it
well. Even the grown guys are like, who was this? Well, I won't lie. Not all of good music will sell, but now how does this all make you feel? Enjoy the meal. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? Tasty sounds. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? Tasty sounds. Yo, many questions. Like, I got many questions. Like, can you ever see the day made men make other men famous? May they put it in the papers. May 1st, I'll be waiting on a favor, but my birthday a month later. And Lord knows when reality checks were so cold, we don't wanna be dressed. It's all golden vests. Got our legs, toes, and chests tattooed so we don't forget that we know some shit. And do I got a feeling? I'm feeling what you're feeling when Facebook asks me what's on my mind. Phase 1 is the audacity to give you a lie. Like, I'm doing good, living better. New iPhone 5CS or whatever. Could be the letter, I got it and you know it. Took a screenshot just to show that I'm on the next level. I just keep on moving. I'm on the next level. And when you try and catch up, guess what? I'm on the next level. I just keep on moving on up. I'm on the next level. And when you try and catch up, guess what? I'm on the next. Over the years, I've grown. Over my fears, over my peers. And I know no many hear or listen to a rap or any other human being in a Hyundai Sonata, but tumetoka mbali, so funny wanishuku juu ya gari, but itafika Nyali, nitafika Diani. New profile picture on the beach with my mommy Yani. Everywhere we go must be recorded nowadays. Your boys gotta know you stylish. Born to be a star, it's in your subconscious. And everywhere we are, adverts accomplish this kids. Open your eyes, we brainwash and I just hope it all dries. Even Oprah lies. Moms at the show hoping to drive off in a little surprise. They want the next level. I just keep on moving. I'm on the next level. And when you try and catch up, guess what? On to the next one. I'm on the next level. I just keep on moving on up. I'm on the next level. And when you try and catch up, guess what? On to the next one. I'm on the next one. Just keep on moving forward.
When it gets to the weekends and we out.
When we've been waiting to break it down.
When it gets to the weekends and we out.
When we've been waiting to break it down.
When it gets to the weekends and we out.
When we've been waiting to break it down.
When it gets to the weekends and we out.
When we've been waiting to break it down.
You say
anywhere you got to go, got to go. Every record is your jam, feeling unstoppable, stoppable. I never heard this man had a couple shots of vodka, water vodka, little brown. Now you want to know you got to be the person they surround. Any 360 on your head, but you're tipsy. Don't pretend, but you proceed. M-Pesa money, drinks on me. Ju sasa, ni sasa. I'm a bad mother dancer. Cheki moonwalk kwanza.
I was never told that my bones don't fall. I was never told that my bones don't fall. I was never told that my bones don't fall.
When it gets to the weekend, we are.
When we've been waiting to break it down.
When it gets to the weekend, we are.
When we've been waiting to break it down.
When it gets to the weekend, we are.
When we've been waiting to break it down.
When it gets to the weekend, we are.
When we've been waiting to break it down.
By now some homies like, hold up, what's this? DJ Badilisha Ngoma. It's useless. But their women won't stop. They're like, shut up, it's a club. I want a couple more drinks. After that you can do your thing. Damn, okay. So anyway, it's back to the center. Bust a couple dance moves as I enter. Tonight it's all gunta mlenga. Mfanya kitaiga wood akicheza. Straight out another shot of vodka, water vodka, little brown, fake Jamaicans, blocka, daga, daga, dropping down. Somebody move closer. Not you though, me no Frank Ocean. I'm feeling so awesome. I flipped over, so I'm assaulted. And then it got salted. I remember it got foggy. Then I saw lights. Woke up in Jose.
I was never told that my bones don't fall. I was never told that my bones don't fall. I was never told that my bones don't fall.
When it gets to the weekend, we are.
When we've been waiting to break it down.
When it gets to the weekend, we are.
When we've been waiting to break it down.
When it gets to the weekend, we are.
When we've been waiting to break it down.
When it gets to the weekend, we are.
When we've been waiting to break it down.
When it gets to the weekend, we are.
When we've been waiting to break it down.
When it gets to the weekend, we are.
When we've been waiting to break it down.
When it gets to the weekend, we are.
When we've been waiting to break it down.
When it gets to the weekend, we are.
We've been waiting to break it down.
When it gets
We in Westie in a wild club with a wet bucket, that's dry ice. We in Westie in a wild club with a wet bucket, that's dry ice. We in Westie in a wild club with a wet bucket, that's dry ice. We in Westie in a wild club with a wet bucket, that's dry ice. To the handmade machine. There's something special, this the handmade machine. And you are now listening to the handmade and you should really pay attention to the handmade machine. Yes. KMC on that new thing, always keep it moving. Trying to teach the world change, grab a mood ring. It could be the new bling. Who knew I know when? Learn to trust and obey in your old friend. They try to choke him, threw me in the ocean. Now that I'm floating, trying to cop a boat, man. So cut the ropes and telescopes will show which way we should flow now, cause it's time to go. Regular handmade machine. Welcome to the man-made machine. You are now listening to the man-made machine. Yes, man-made machine. Woo! Man-made machine. Man-made machine. Man-made machine. Man-made machine. And Nairobi told me well, yes, you told me well. Work hard, let's play. And if you can tell, I'm way past paid, but I keep it shelved, me no Kanye. West is where we dwell. Bungoma, we are all over. Border to border, just like a soda. So when they order 8 crates of Coca-Cola, taste will always be good, will always be man-made machine. Welcome to the man-made machine. And this is the man-made machine. Yes, man, God bless machine. Woo! Man-made machine. Man-made machine. Man-made machine. Man-made machine. They like Taio, Taio, we've been waiting so, waiting so, waiting so, waiting so long. They like Taio, Taio, hope you make it more, make it more, make it more, make it more. They like Taio, Taio, we've been waiting so, waiting so, waiting so, waiting so long. They like Taio, Taio, hope you make it more, make it more, make it more, keep making more. They like Ati ulipotea wapi, 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 whatever. Say Ati ulipotea wapi, 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 whatever. Say Ati ulipotea wapi, 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 whatever. Ati ulipotea wapi, wapi, yo wapi. Plus play man-made machine. Welcome to the man-made machine. Something special, this the man-made machine. Man-made machine. Man-made machine. Man-made machine. Man-made machine. Man-made machine. Welcome to the man-made machine. Something special, this the man-made machine. You and I listening to the man-made. Think you should really pay attention to the man-made machine. Man-made machine. Man-made machine. Man-made machine. Oh, wapi, oh, wapi. Oh, wapi, oh, wapi. Oh, wapi, oh, wapi. Oh, happy, it's a happy.
I'm so high you couldn't reach me. I'm so high you couldn't reach me.
I'm so high you couldn't reach me. I'm so high you couldn't reach me.
I'm so high you couldn't reach me. I'm so high you couldn't reach me. Yes.
I'm so high you couldn't reach me. I'm so high you couldn't reach me.
Okay, now maybe I'm the greatest in the land. Or maybe I went crazy trying to stick it to the man. And boy, they all like shady when they see you living grand. It's funny how these fellas pages to see the greatest of them. These records are the answer. Tell a friend and tell a friend. And yup, they found a cure for cancer, but they'll never let you in. I just want a chance to prove I'm deeper than my skin. How is a third world warrior? Could you ask me why I'm thin? Shout out Killer Lesho, got to finally do my thing. Remember late nights rhyming right outside of the canteen. Those memories of diamonds where they got me. All this bling, but vanity need be forgotten if you really are a king. With no crown, I'm so proud. And thank you, mama, been a difficult child. I can't wait to see that beautiful smile. But one day you and Pops could have a crib on the aisle. Just kick back and spend some quality time.
This is how I feel when I zone out. Getting no doubt, never slow down. This is how I feel when I zone out.
Cause I just rock with my nigga, get high with my
This is how
nigga.
I feel when I zone out. Getting no doubt, never slow down. This is how I feel when I zone out.
Cause I just ride with my nigga, get high with my nigga. Like,
I'm so high you couldn't reach me. I'm so high you couldn't reach me.
I'm so high you couldn't reach me. I'm so high you couldn't reach me.
I'm so high you couldn't reach me. I'm so high you couldn't reach me.
I'm so high you couldn't reach me. I'm so high you couldn't reach me.
Same old shit, same old shit. Yeah, betting we getting this change no shit. Boy, Nick still be tripping, bitch still be tricking. Out here, got 'em thinking how it came so quick. Well, you know, back to the future on my Marty McFly mode. Swaggin' as usual, pumping kicks like it's Taekwondo. Those what we stacking, actors still be acting. But cracks what we pushing on these streets, got 'em high on these beats. Bitch, I'm the shit. Yeah, we rollin' a couple doobies, big ballin' with the homies all weekend. Yeah, we do this. Boy, hater, what you hating on? All you niggas clueless. So when my niggas at, my bad bitch, still grinding, yeah, we shining, I'm about my business. So when the pigs come through, they be hating on you. We stunting on these fools, tell them that this
This is
is.
how I feel when I zone out. Getting no doubt, never slow down. This is how I feel when I zone out.
cause I just ride with my nigga, get high with my
This is
nigga.
how I feel when I zone out. Getting no doubt, never slow down. This is how I feel when I zone out.
Cause I just ride with my nigga, get high with my nigga. Like,
I'm so high you couldn't reach me. I'm so high you couldn't reach me.
I'm so high you couldn't reach me. I'm I'm so high you couldn't reach me.
I'm so high you couldn't reach me. I'm so high you couldn't reach me. Reach me.
I'm so high you couldn't reach me. I'm so high you couldn't reach me.
I'm so high, yeah. 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 I'm so high, yeah.
So high, yeah. I'm so high, yeah. So high. I'm so high, yeah.
So high, yeah. I'm so high, yeah. So high. I'm so high, yeah.
Yo. Shout out to Fuskill, man. This beat came right on time, bro. And my energy is not the same. Since I fell in love with this music, you know Matthew changed, they say. But only in the better ways. I was on my grind, 24, now I'm on the fader. So of course, let the tripper floss. I've been through the most, Holy Ghost was my only hope. Now the swag drip at every show. Ricky Ross about to be the bro. And shout out Mutoni, the realest, my biggest homie. When people thought I was crazy, my nigga saw me. Pulled out his camera, told me to keep it going. They cannot handle us, watch it to G enjoy. Became a YouTube dude, and then I grew. Now 10 a Jew. 10 over 10's not new. I do it 2 plus 2 for you. So I'm always up to something. Don't call me Pole, but I'm working, yeah. I'm sorry, I just let the phone ring. Hell yeah, keep it real. Wanna know strings. Pesa kwa vijana, viti kwa wazee. Tokeni kiwanja and let the kids play. You know we up to something good. Majority in country youth. There is nothing stopping you. Go you. Pesa kwa vijana, viti kwa wazee. Tokeni kiwanja, it's my time now. And let the kids play. Eeny, meeny, miny, where it go. Ntakuchobo, ukicheza with these lyrics, you should know. I am not a legend, I'm a pro, which means I will keep it going till I'm in the flow. Case closed. Till flowers growing where there was a nose. Rose. When the magic flowing, best keep on your toes. Stay on your toes. With your mandazi, tell me you about to blow. Si tuna chapa kazi, you just on your phone, bro. Shout out to the 25 Flow. Shout out to New Nairobi. Let's go. Let me take you on a trip down memory lane. I was in and out of school, I've been trying to find my way. I was in and out of trouble, but luckily never jail. I guess I knew when to stop. Some of my homies dead today. And really, mama, I'm a good kid. I'm just rocking chains, and that designer is a good fit. Nothing feels the same. Ralph Lauren blowing foreign in the morning. I find my focus in the day and where I'm going. Dog, this is what it's like. You say all I do is right. Well, nothing comes easy. This took more than Kenyan time. So I'm kinda behind by some years, but it's fine. You know Wahungu is polished. You know I come through and shine. 25 Flow can never die. Even if I was the guy. There too many homies nice with it. They just need to try. I'll say more, but it's I. Never know what's on their mind. Until then I'll spread the light. Until all of us unite. Get it right? This is what I do it best. I do it best. Keep making this money, I've been blessed. Aki ya Mungu, I don't sweat. Since this is what I do, then can you set. This is what I do it best. I do it best. Keep making this money, I've been blessed. Yes. Aki ya Mungu, I don't sweat. No way. Since this is what I do, then can you set. Can you set. Can you set. And you know Tripper working hard. You know Tripper been a star. You know Tripper visit Mars. Check your Tripper Domita. I am not that into cars. I've been been traveling on bike. I am not chilling with broads. I've been trying to find a wife. I've been trying to get it right. Maybe sign a deal with Nike. Feed my fam off for this mic. Fuck police who want that chai. Who do nothing most of the time. Shout out to all my Messiahs. Real warriors on the rise. Ero sober, you reply. And that's that lingo. I try to keep it simple, cause really this is an intro. In minutes it's continental, cause Simon said so. Hamani Taio. Okay, I'll let go. Finito. This is that part of the song guys usually give all the shout-outs. We'll say something deep and meaningful. But I just want to say a big thank you to God. True. A big thank you to my fam. True. A big thank you to the fans. This is what I do it best. I do it best, yo. Keep making this money, I've been blessed. And I've been blessed, for sure. Akia Mungu, I don't sweat. I don't sweat, no, since this is what I do, then Kenya said. This is what I do it best. I do it best, yo. Keep making this money, I've been blessed. I've been blessed, for sure. Akia Mungu, I don't sweat. No way. Since this is what I do, then Kenya said. Tukoseti. Kenya said. Tukoseti.
Ndovu ni kuu tabidi wanijue basi weka mkono juu hey, vile na bambam police wana ubaya demo wako vile mahanjam na misi na ubaya koseo nite handsome uskizo ni hekaya Felicia na Lisa hivyo ndo mimi niliwa acquire tulikuwa na Pamela shule moja ndani ya kwaya squeezy vile na meza mara moja utagwaya na nanringia sana flat tummy hana taya akona kila kitu hana gani haya mtoto wangu akiitwa KU mtakataa hakunaga masomo KU mmekataa unapeleka mtoi first year introduction baada ya wiki mbili ashajua reproduction ndovu ni kuu tabidi wanijue basi weka mkono juu yes you ndovu ni kuu tabidi wanijue basi weka mkono juu yes you
yeah, na pull up nangalia kalanguin kana fanyanga Safcom liku kasiku lakini kombato ni custom penga nalia mi upenda vile una lap Jones baju sitaki kolona girl please put your mask on nekwendete Pamelo meza katembe anapenda lollipop analamba kapele mende lazima kwe mukamba jini ya pili ni mwende minasikia mademu wa kamba wanapenda make kame kari bambam kana kaka mamaraya nakashotu nenda London but kumbe ni odhaya ndakusaje kupenda tam na jini ya kwanza Brian dema naka screen ya Samsung so vidole go required usichomeke you almost to pata PhD tupatana nao Kilimani kama CST social media the social studies so nowadays ukitaka kutikidha we mambie mkafanye GHC wala wamesoma ndio sampuli ya homology hata reproduction pia sin topic kwa biology bora kuna chemistry Pamela can just follow me vile ndovu kubwa noma sana nyaka buogoji sina marafiki staki mbogi ni screw munataka mblande kiasi ndio munisu isiti ya usherati tabia mbovu ni true big up to Crispa washajua ndovu ni cool OG
akiwalayo shatu juu basi weka mkono juu yes you ndovu ni kuu akiwalayo shatu juu basi weka mkono juu yes you
okay baby ashanembe napenda form za kunlengalenga anakamlami but nami amesoteka nimezoea Njerinda Luna Violeta nimezoea msupa kinroll ya Kavela atena gorilla wall siwezi penya unadai mate na kwa form za ketepa ka uwezi buy your drinks basi kwenda mimi nakupa kiss kwa Chris na kill your status
tabidi wanijue basi weka mkono juu yes you
hey okay I say manzi yangu kwa gasumu hey either nimepagao ni juju
cocktail ya Masai na Mkikuyu akona gapo ameno na bado shikenchuyu
ama ni lugha inaga lugu Kiswahili ninayo hadi Kizungu
vile meni bamba mshiroe mabebogen shumartae and I'm the bad man she loves
futa bzukweka kwa mood kavile champagne usavwanga nude
ai champagne uonjaka juice nupiga kataska juu ndovu ni kuu itabidi wanijue basi weka mkono juu yes you
streets is spicy season, so you know we don't need no reason. Don't they know it's spicy season? Now we giving it a whole new meaning. Go low, girl, go low. Get cash, girl, get dough. Wine up, take it slow, take it slow. I'm accustomed to finer things on my customs designer things. I live lavish, my sego things. I'm a queen, so no less of things. Who you think you are to come at me this way? I am the moon, the stars are lights on my own way. Yeah, yeah, you're wasting my time, so get back in line. Oh yeah, baby boy so fine, but do you want it then? How this girl gets his bread? I mean, I'm in demand, I'm in my bag end. I'm cashing checks and lots of planning. So me and bad girl, no really stay busy all day. Johnson, I can't street me. It's spicy season, so you know we don't need no reason. Don't they know it's spicy season? Now we giving it a whole new meaning. Go low, girl, go low. Get cash, girl, get dough. Wine up, take it slow, take it slow.
She likes it, she likes my moves, the night shift, the Nike shoes. I might trip, I might touch you, I might shit, I might touch you. And I'm fooling, I do it the best. Front row, it's a movie, like you would expect. Fine girl, it's a doobie, tukaruka kwa jet. On board with the Coogie Nikki snooze kwa vest. Spicy, I mean better get your Visine. Icy, IG, everything exciting. Mighty, Valerie, Ruby on a mic thing. Nairobi on a hype thing.
He said that I drop it so good, and you know he also be talking bars. Living lavish, the life that I choose, and you may think that I be talking cars. It's the divinity that I exude, yeah. It's expensive, you can feel it in this hefty groove. Pursue, I said, you better take a chance on this girl with the dream. The money, no finesse, be dripping off my steez, yeah. Camera pose, yes, I will have my wine with some cheese. Yeah, nah, nigga, please, you know I did not mean to cause a scene. The mission was she keeping on me, so I gotta pull a microphone and drop it, be so easy. Yeah, I gotta pull a microphone and drop it, be so easy. Yeah,
Tell the streets it's spicy season, so you know we don't need no reason. Don't they know it's spicy season? Now we giving it a whole new meaning. Go low, girl, go low. Get cash, girl, get dough. Wine up, take it slow, take it slow.
Yo. Shout out to Fuskill, man. This beat came right on time, bro. And my energy is not the same. Since I fell in love with this music, you know Matthew changed, they say, but only in the better ways. I was on my grind, 24, now I'm on the fader. So of course, let the tripper flows. I've been through the most, Holy Ghost was my only hope. Now the swag drip at every show. Ricky Ross about to be the bro. And shout out Mutoni, the realest, my biggest homie. Shout out to Tony. When people thought I was crazy, my nigga saw me. Pulled out his camera, told me to keep it going. They cannot handle us, watch a 2G enjoy. Became a YouTube dude, and then I grew. Now 10 a Jew. 10 over 10's not new. I do it 2 plus 2 for you. So I'm always up to something. Don't call me. Pole, but I'm working, yeah. I'm sorry. I just let the phone ring. Hell yeah, I keep it real. Wanna know strings. Pesa kwa vijana, viti kwa wazee. Tokeni kiwanja and let the kids play. You know know we up to something good. Majority in country youth, there is nothing stopping you. Go you. Pesa kwa vijana, viti kwa wazee. Tokeni kiwanja, it's my time now, and let the kids play. Eeny, meeny, miny, where it go. Ntakuchobo ukicheza with these lyrics, you should know. I am not a legend, I'm a pro, which means I will keep it going till I'm in the flow. Case closed. Till flowers growing where there was a nose. Rose. When the magic flowing, best keep on your toes. Stay on your toes. With your mandazi, tell me you about to blow. Si tuna chapa kazi, you just on your phone, bro.
Kakahora, no tige gama. Jokakahora, nikigyura shogoda. Jokakahora, no tige gama. No kwenyenga no gotige oge fogo. Tomare nikore, no tohe gotire. Tomare nikore, no tohe gotire. Kareke fuana, okuwaga tade mwana. We kareke fuana, unajionanga kajanja. Luku ya leo si ya jana, with another kasichana. I hope mole ya heo horo di mudo agatempa. Oikaragyo ya tere, I can soneka proper. Never kera this border, shokera nyogodora. Tangera wete soja, tangera nege kora. Ekau, jokakahora, no tige gama. Jokakahora, nikigyura shogoda. Jokakahora, no tige gama. No kwenyenga no gotige oge fogo. Tomare nikore, no tohe gotire. Tomare nikore, no tohe gotire. Gaivitioragyo no moshene pereka huko. Gaivitioragyo no mohahe vikana huko. What say you can get in a dead work, yare kirato. Sachare you can get in a dead work, yare kirato. Good times brought me here, doimera nyone dunia. Huta hutia my dear, huta hutia denabia. Jokakahora, no tige gama. Jokakahora, nikigyura shogoda. Jokakahora, no tige gama. No kwenyenga no gotige oge fogo. Tomare nikore, no tohe gotire. Tomare nikore, no tohe gotire.
Iwe, tothede, veremete. Tothuri, tofesha nejethete. Osmaire, tiko maijegeke. Na Kenyan keyoru, kareke. Keiho, ine keiho. Nimekuja kuhanya na dhero. Munju minji ndendero, odhero. African benga na mindi otero.
We, dina kuorota. Nikigyura shogoda. Ateke fuana, bad manners. Korea shia kiama, German inside. To baby skin tight, again get still mine. Mafichoni exile, neither here nor there, niko mobile.
Jokakahora, no tige gama. Jokakahora, nikigyura shogoda. Jokakahora, no tige gama. No kwenyenga no gotige oge fogo. Tomare nikore, no tohe gotire. Tomare nikore, no tohe gotire.
was just a situationship. You only said I love you when intoxicated. How about all the other years we dated? Illusions, delusion. Boy, you got me jaded. I don't know how you got me so damn persuaded. Boy, you tried it. I was riding for you, blinded. Don't deny it. We was vibing. We didn't define it, but you didn't mind it. It was just a situationship. A situationship is not a relationship. It's just what it is. A situationship. Baby, you were mine, I was yours, but you wanted to explore and I wanted to be more. Your mama, she loved me, she called me family. I wanted you to love me. It's not official if you don't ask. Girl, don't be shy, just ask. What are we, baby? I just wanna know. Boy, you tried it. I was riding for you, blinded. Don't deny it. We was vibing. We didn't define it, but you didn't mind it. It was just a situationship. A situationship is not a relationship. It's just what it is. A situationship. Oh, baby. Oh. And I wish I knew better, baby. I wish I knew better. And I wish I knew better, baby. I wish I knew better, baby.
I need more psycho, man. yeah.
Here's another one. I hit like the other one, only better than the other one. Oh, go pop, please, let's get it done. South Sea's finest.
Umwaka kakilo za goma tutabamba. Isa bipinda keira stranda. Hizi traki za bamba. Mamanzi, mabeshe wanaji mababi. Achili tulikanya kwamba South Sea is moto. Ogopa ya bamba.
Ni Isa, nimekuja tena kuwaburudisha. Ma MC nimekuja tena kuwatinga. Na Kiswahili ndio ninawakilisha. Hii ni vita yakifanyika, yanafanyika unapokaribia speaker. Na kuhisi kama heaven umefika, kwa sababu ya hino kolabo mpya. Ni Isa, Big P, Keira, Twaleta. Na kila mwaka tuna moto kwambia huu mwaka itabaki imeacha kila mtu ameshanga.
Umwaka kakilo za goma tutabamba. Isa bipinda keira stranda. Hizi traki za bamba. Mamanzi, mabeshe wanaji mababi. Achili tulikanya kwamba South Sea is moto. Ogopa ya bamba.
Mad straight to the open, number one need no option. Shake your booty to the motion, we need no magic potion. Kato lang, kato one, every track is a bang. Definitely one crew,
Pirates is the gun.
we are hot in the block, yeah, smoke in your lungs. Me a time, me a tracks, your gopas outcome. Now sing, let's sing to the songs that we sang. Everything that we did is about to be done. Big pin representing for the whole town clan. Aye, our let's chill, let's make another plan. Aye, our no doubt, straight to number one. South Sea's finest, we are the veterans.
Umwaka kakilo za goma tutabamba. Isa bipinda keira stranda. Hizi traki za bamba. Mamanzi, mabeshe wanaji mababi. Achili tulikanya kwamba South Sea is moto. Ogopa ya bamba.
Nitaanza nikidrop bass Shani wapeleke zoo kama high tide. They analyze them see super duper crowd pleaser. Representing the duo with their big pin and it's on. Jawapa drop first, Bill and us. Where's the go place the crowd first? I'm already in the time first. They can spit verses kama molasses. Swelling in chungu kama ile mic and they must spit fire like a dragon. So don't touch them. This is the right anthem for Nairobi bandit. Yo, nakama wele we watu wa waipenda. I'm the number one super rank contender. Nikki and the collabo still family. Ogopa one Tanzania. It's a big pin tough title link. K-Rock no doubt be a love link. So watch out, let us bump it now. Then till the honeymoon we be party time. Bamba, 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 bamba. Say
to share with friends that we knew even before this madness and all that. So it's blessed. That's really hard.
Just being outside is a blessing.
It's a blessing. That's it.
I feel it.
I want to start the interview somewhere super random.
Okay.
There's a book that you're in that has pictures and stories of Kenyans who are doing amazing things.
Aspirations of a generation.
That is amazing. And I want to talk about that just because growing up in Nairobi or growing up in the 254, anybody my age or our age, your music has had an impact on us. We've grown up listening to your music. We've grown with you. We've seen you come from being an artist in a group to being a solo artist, to being a DJ, to being a producer, to being a radio presenter, to being a producer. So I guess we love that journey.
It's confusing. OG status. That's like full on Gemini mode right there.
You know, so I feel like Taio Tripper keeps reinventing himself, keeps growing, and you've done that over time throughout your career. But I want us to start with the first song I ever heard from Taio Tripper was a song by C2K, Sanjay, and Taio, and it was in 2010. And Taio was featured on the song. C2K at the time, his name is Chris Maher, who I don't know what he calls himself now, but he used to make music. And Taio was on this record 2010. They had a music video, like early days, before you guys even knew about the other group and everything. So I feel like
we didn't even know that. I'm scanning my mind right now. I'm like, bro, we even had a video, guy.
There was a video for that song.
No, but shout out to C2K for sure and Sanjay as well.
Yes.
Those are some OGs, and C2K and I were in school together. I can't remember the song, man.
Blowing Up.
Hey. Maybe I'll need to hear it. I might need to rehear it, but then again, it just goes to say how much stuff has been done. Yeah. But that's really cool. 2010. Jeez.
But I guess let's talk about the internet, because we got to know you through the internet in the sense of freestyles, whether it was Trippy Tuesday on your Facebook page or whether it was freestyles with IT, Benoit, whoever was in the scene at that time. So it's like
Village
Market, yo, Taio would go like, like guys would freestyle at Village Market or parking lots, and like if you saw this nigga show up, then that's getting hot. But like just to see you guys come from that is incredible. But like I think the internet is a big role to play, because Walking on a Dream, we saw that on the internet. The freestyles, we saw that on the internet. Kamula became big on the internet. But like, what do you think? Like this, what's your career without the internet?
Wow, I mean, in that case, if you put it like that, then honestly, I guess just delayed.
Okay.
Would pop up later, because I feel like I've always kind of found my way towards music. But this is where I gotta give Mikey Tony, CEO, all his dabs. Yeah, for sure, bro. Because he was the guy. There's always a quiet guy in the corner, right? When you go to squad, there's always a quiet guy in the corner, and Nzambu was the guy. We called him Nzambu, Mike Nzambu. He was not only our dedicated doobie roller. While he was doobie rolling, and Mikey was always on the phone because he was always talking to shorties. That was Mikey's thing.
But Mikey also used to be on a balcony in West East somewhere shooting videos with Kibaki and them early days in Kalinga.
That's why people know him as a CEO. He was always making stuff happen, right? So Nocturnals days, even before.
Yes, the mall, when the mall used to have parties.
Basically anywhere that money could be made as far as like tapping into the crowd, like yeah, man, Mikey was there. So when he was in the studio with us guys just vibing, he was like, all right, I'm not just gonna sit here and roll doobies. It's like, let me use, because he had the boss phones. Because he was making money, right? Already.
Yes.
So he was like, I'm gonna just use these phones. Let me just film these, because I guess guys are not gonna be able to believe that this is what happened.
Yes.
Like, this is what I did over the weekend. Yeah. We chilled.
It's a movie.
This thing came out sounding like this. So shout out to Mikey, because he connected those dots. and he was always somebody.
Yes,
On the real.
He's called Mikey Mutoni now.
Mikey Mutoni, Nzambu. I gotta put the Kamba name in
Mikey
there. Kamba name, come on now. But he's, in essence, also one thing about Mikey, he's somebody who had an international community. Like he had friends all over the world. And when I mean friends, I mean shaures. If you know that about Mikey, asante sana kaka, if you guys don't see one, just loved it. Mikey Mutoni always had a network of people around the world. And so that's why he had the big phones. Like I'm talking about the Nokia, the slider.
You guys, Tayo's skipping over something. When he says he had the babes, you guys, if you ever look at Kamula videos, the babes were always the baddest of the baddest of the bad. Like Melissa at the block, like the shorties that would put up Kamula videos. Yeah, like even Tendai from like you guys always had on lock.
Tendai was like everybody's supposed to.
Tendai was on G, like that was like Naomi Campbell for young teens. But like yeah.
No, I was gonna say like, yo man, your videos used to make me feel bad. I was like, why wasn't I cool?
No, but it was a collaborative effort as far as the babes go between Mikey Mutoni and who was then Benoit.
Sharper.
One thing about Sharper, man, Sharper don't play as
Sharper.
far as that situation is concerned.
Yes.
So it was very easy as far as like, yo, we're doing something, pull up. And shorties were always willing, it wasn't like nobody was being paid to do it or anything.
Yeah.
Just like, let's come together and have fun, and that's why any cast that you saw then, and then now you can imagine what the cast looked like off camera.
Yes.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
Not a long time. But we enjoyed ourselves, and thank God there was something to show for it as well. Yeah, man.
But when we talk about music, I guess when did you figure out that this is what you want to do? In the sense of, you guys were freestyling, the girls was happening, you guys were having fun on the weekends, but like, when do you make that decision and say, okay, I want to make a career out of this? Because it's very evident that you decided this, because even the decisions you made in terms of school and future, like you decided this is what you're going to do. So I guess, when did you decide?
It was year 9 first music festival. I saw Marcus Kibukosi on the stage drumming. This man had a perm on, like some afro with a perm. He had Nikes on, he had the khakis on with the chain, and he just looked like a cool guy. And then he started drumming. I said, oh God. And I just saw like, he's somebody that's so skilled, so talented. And I'm like, this guy's having so much fun. And of course, music is something like all of us, I believe, as human beings, we feel. Everyone's got their thing, musically speaking. And so at that moment, I was just like, that guy is so cool. I feel like, and when you're in year 9 or Form 1, it's like, you're trying to figure out
who you are.
Yeah, and then you're in Hillcrest, a school that is it's such a cool school, right? Like it's got a reputation for like, this is the cool guy school, right? So you're in Hillcrest, you're trying to figure out, how do I even stand out or fit in or whatever. And I saw that happening, and I said, man, whatever it takes, I want to be able to just hang around with Marcus more. And if he says at the end of the day we're going to be going to the studio and yada yada yada, I'm down with it. And that's from the moment we walked into the studio together at Riara over there, Sub-Sahara. I was like, this is now the clubhouse.
Yes.
This is where we're going to be hanging out. And we can't get kicked out because his mom owns the place.
Yeah.
So we're like, well, you guys are like 15. You now have a place to chill.
A place where you can be yourself and express yourself with your homies. Like what more could you ask for at 15? Honestly, like a safe space, you're with your homies, it doesn't cost you shit.
I'm telling you, and then your homie is mad talented too. So there wasn't a lot of figuring stuff out.
Okay.
He had already figured stuff out. And then so we were now playing catch up.
Yes.
And being like, oh damn. Okay, that's the level now.
Wow.
This guy just press play on a song that is just so dope. Now we have to match that level. And so the challenge, I think accepting the challenge and then being willing to kind of put in the work and say, no, I believe I can. This thing can.
What about just bouncing off each other's like creativity? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but then also just friends. The friendship angle of it, like
it made it easier to like, be like, we want to do this music thing, but let's do it pamoja and feed off each other.
Yeah, and we're gassing each other up. Like, it's cool to see your homie do something dope. Like, he'll find a nice sound, or he'll find chords. He'll wake up in the morning, hit a splash, splash, splash. You come down and you just hear chords, and he's excited about those chords. And you get to see that, and you realize why those chords are exciting. So that kind of, that back and forth, it grows and it grows, it compounds on each other.
It's deep, man.
Yeah, so it's so organic, man.
Matthew, when do you realize that there's something different about you? Because you stood out the gate. I remember watching videos on Facebook when Facebook was cool of you freestyling on your roof. This nigga would take the MacBook, go on the roof, and then MacBooks you could do filters. Filters before Snapchat, my G. Like he would sit there and then like there was like a thermal. He'd like he's going. I'm seeing Gengi over there. What's I? Guys are like what? So like when do you realize there's something different? Because there's something different about you. When do you realize this? Because when we were watching you on Facebook, we were in awe. We were like, what is going on? Why are you on the roof? Get down. Are you safe? But like you were consistent with it. But you were getting better too. But I feel like, did you know that at that time there was something special about you, or you were just doing what you wanted or loved?
I think it's a combination. So first of all, I think the one point in time when I really felt like, there is something unique at least about my approach to this thing. Because there have been lots of rappers, lots of musicians, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like there's something, I have a unique narrative on this thing, and that was when it came down to freestyling. Being in parking lots, being at Village Market, different places where you
taking our bitches.
Hey, she wanna go? Come on, go. Anyway, but when you're freestyling, you get to meet guys from other schools, and so it's always like it's a competitive thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I felt like the way in which I was telling stories was slightly different, and that's why I eventually started calling myself Tripper, because it's like all of us were hitting doobies and all that kind of thing, but I felt like the way in which I was thinking, at least, and then how I approached rap was different. So I'm like, I'm a tripper. I'm somebody who I think about stuff different. And I like to wear bright pants and all that kind of stuff. The Ray-Bans were freshly. I remember.
Yes.
Tayo
used to rock Vazi so hard. Vazi, this nigga made Vazi popping. Shout out Brian, Vazi, Bucky, Slappy.
But it was that. It was after you do a freestyle and you're like, hey. Because you get into like a wave, into a tunnel, right? As you're freestyling,
I feel like you lose. Like how you go in a rabbit hole. I feel like that's where you're going.
That's it. So when you come out of it, then you realize guys are looking at you like, bro, what was that? Like you just killed it.
Yes.
So that's when I was like, okay, this is something that if I actually put more effort into, it'll work it.
Do you know how sick Tayo's freestyles were? Tayo's freestyles were so sick. There's a song Kusma did later on when he went to the UK. He literally recited this nigga. He recited this nigga's freestyle from some shitty quality camera. Green on the regular. Kus samples Tayo's bars of a freestyle from 2009.
I didn't remember that one, but it's love. That's love. That's just love. And yeah, so to answer your question, that was it. It was just kind of feeling like, okay, guys are spitting, but I feel like the way I spit, even if I'm not the best or like I'm working on it, it's different.
Yeah.
So let me being different is good enough.
I like that you say being different, because I want to ask you something. You guys come out as artists and you're making music that does not sound normal. It's different. And you guys did something, and the beautiful thing about coming out fast is anybody who comes out after you is copying you. Yeah. So what these guys, when they came out making music in English, anybody who came after Kamula or after the group, you're trying to be like Kamula. Yeah. You're trying to be like Kamula, and that's why I tell you guys you have to be different. Like if you look at Boutros is big because he sounds like nobody else. Yeah. You have to sound. You can't. Erikoinaina sounds like nobody else. When you hear Erikoinaina, Waire sounds like Waire. So like if you come in the gates trying to sound like Booty or like Calligraph, you've already failed. Goodbye. You missed the exam. You failed.
Tayo followed the whole generation of MCs after that period because first of all, Tayo wrote a lot of the songs. People do not know that.
But I think what I want us to get into is difference in the sense of you guys came out different. And I want to talk about what it is to be different because people didn't accept you guys. They're like, why are you in English? You know, like, so I guess people remember Kamula and they're very nostalgic, but they don't remember that you guys were different and you had to break down those barriers. So I guess, can you talk about breaking down barriers and being different, especially like your music being different? Because even like after you made your own music, for example, with My Made Machine, that was different. And I love that Tayo experiments, but like, what is it about experimenting and being different that
man, I think at the end of the day, I'll just sum it up as like, you can't change who you are. It is what it is. I know that's like, it's a very cliche thing to say, but we had to at some point accept the fact that we're Barbies, bro. Like we are the so-called rich kids, and that's why I said so-called.
Yeah.
Right? Because of the fact that we're in certain circles for the most part. We're speaking English, like we communicate, we think, we express ourselves in English. the content that we've been exposed to, like we were waking up watching Channel and
They have
MTV.
different struggles. from
Symbiote.
other
So,
people.
and that's just is what it
People are
is.
bringing.
Yeah. So it's about now. It would have been a life for us to try and come into this game, not only sounding like other people, but trying to appeal rather to what's it ground. Because we were not on the ground. That's just the reality of it.
And that's another nugget because the thing, when you're authentic, when you're yourself, it's evident. When you're forcing, it's also evident. So if you're trying to like force to sound like something you're not, people can tell that. Like most songs that people love are relatable because you can feel it.
Yeah.
So like you guys were yourselves, and we had no option but to accept you guys for who you are.
It's the same way. Whenever they have interviews, Kanye West, Travis Scott, they talk about the fact that they know that their upbringing was different to a lot of the other homies around them, but that is exactly what made them unique, right? They couldn't come up with the same kind of story that Jay-Z did, or the same kind of story that B.I.G. did. Basically, the point being is I think that what makes a great artist is when you're able to accept yourself and all your shortcomings and all your blessings, and then you can articulate that, bring it out in art. And the better you get at doing that, then the more of a profound artist you are.
I think you express yourself really well, in the sense of in the music you write, you're able to express what you're trying to say. How did you develop writing skills? Because you are a really good writer, and like Rico was saying,
Were you good at English?
Yeah.
I know for a
Was
fact.
English your favorite subject?
Just the flows and the rhymes and the hooks. Back in the day, I could tell I felt like those were more of Taio.
Yeah.
And then, funny enough, actually, we talked about this recently, and he actually confirmed it. That he wrote a lot of the bangers.
Yeah.
But the question is like, what's your writing process? How do you like sit down and think, okay, yo, I have a subject.
Do you need the beat first?
Do you like how do you like start like, yeah, what's the studio like?
I mean, okay, so to answer the question, first of all, it would be, I wasn't very, like English, listen, I think that's what teachers really do students a disservice by saying this is the syllabus, if you don't fit within the syllabus, then you're not good at this. But you gotta understand, as a young person, you're always gonna find a different way of interpreting something because you're not stuck in the world's ways yet, right? It doesn't mean you're bad or you. So to answer your question, I wasn't an A student in English, although we ended up with an A
I
later.
know, was it your
I liked humanities, right? So that's all the histories, geographies, all
Tay used to clear MUN.
Yeah,
All the
I know.
time. MUN was this nigga shit.
There you go, that's like freestyling right there. Because then you just got some points about a certain thing and then it's how you think. But another fun fact that a lot of people don't know, so my dad pretty much grew up in London, right? And he's somebody that's very articulate. He's like the older version of me. But point being is that that's the person who I've always looked up to. I'm an only kid. So it's like the way he's a very charismatic guy, so on and so forth. So even when it came down to some of my homework, my English and stuff, he would help me with that. The reason I'm saying all this is because now when it came down to writing songs, and I really refined my songwriting skills when I was in boarding school in Nyeri, which is a story I'm sure we're going to get to, but that's when
Mount Kenya Academy,
that's right.
MKA.
And that's because you have so much time. You're there in preps, it's like 8:30, you're just seeing forest and whatever. So when you're done with the actual preps, now it's a matter of like, what do I want to do during this time? And you just start banging out beats and writing because you're already you're in that culture now of just working. Right? That's what boarding school does, or some boarding schools. They put you in that culture of just you're continuously working. So for me, writing lyrics was just like, that's how I relax. And then before I knew that I had books and books of lyrics. Well, not books and books, but let's say like 2 big, those A4 size books. So that's just refining, mastering the craft, and it just gets easier to do the more you do it. It's like that 10,000 hours.
Yes.
Right? Yeah. So I put in my 10,000 hours for songwriting. And so when it came down to like, oh, there's a song with Whiskey, he just walked in the studio, there was no pressure. It was like, all right, cool, not just give me 15. And it's there because it's just me tapping into the person that I've already explored. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like any time in life when I walk around, I'm just observing it. But if you're able to, if you're a reflective, meditative person, like if you're in touch with yourself, then as an artist, as a creative, and now as a songwriter, you're just bringing those things out and kind of connecting the dots. So it was natural at that point, but it, like everything, it took work.
It got better because
Because
now after the whole Kamule era, there's Money Machine. We had a solo project for you.
Your debut.
Your debut. So like how was branching out and figuring out your own thing and making your own music totally solo?
It was pretty easy, fam. It was easy, not that he it was easy. Like I knew when I branched out, oh, I got this. No, it was more like I knew that Jazz Odongo was somebody who had also put in his 10,000 hours. Kagwe also worked on that tape. I knew he had put in his 10,000 hours. But the point was, I had confidence in what I could do, and I knew what my limits were also. So I said, if it's about having bars together, you make beats, I have the bars, Lisa Odo can come in and add some flavor here and there, whatever it was. Yeah. So it was everybody playing to their strengths. That's why I said it was easy, because it was just about, let me do what I've always been doing, you do what you've been doing, and at the end of it, let's see what we have.
Why Mami Machine? What inspired the title and the context of that?
It's just beast mode now. It's about being on beast mode. Yeah, it's like man, aka my dad or my parents, made a machine. Like this is a person who is now in his complete flow, beasting. And then shout out to Monkey Kariuki. He
visuals.
Man, he came up with a visual concept, and I looked at it, I was like, bruh. And now we're going all the way with this, and so that's how it came about.
Yeah, I can remember like there's parts like Mateo, where did you go? But I love how you sang that.
Yeah.
I love when you go like racks on racks. No. But like you experimented a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like throughout your journey, I feel like the one thing you're not afraid to do is rebrand. Like Taio will delete his Instagram, come back, start a Twitter, come like you. Okay, I feel like you're what? You don't mind. You don't like. I feel like you don't like boxes. Do you want to be boxed in somewhere? Like where do you want to be?
Man, wherever I can go.
Okay.
I think that's something that I learned earlier on, is that what you put your mind to is like just quickly. When I was in prep school, I wasn't a top academician person, right? Like I was average student, right? And then when I joined high school, I was on a full-on sports scholarship. So that's when I decided I'm doing sports and like climbed to those ranks. And then midway through that, it was like, let's do music, and that happened. So the point being is I believe people put themselves in a box, right? But somewhere along the line, you meet different friends, you get exposed to different cultures, people, things, and you just realize it's like, no, there are no rules, right? But Nairobi is the kind of city where it's a small city.
But there's pressure, Taio, and I feel like there's things you talk about that I would love, I don't know, because your mind is different. Because you see the fake, you see the real, like you've seen a lot in your years.
Thank God.
And you don't look like you're broken. You always come back with such a good energy.
Positive energy,
always. Say yellow jacket.
No, I think it's you.
But obviously it's not like, let's not get it twisted. Like we're human beings. We all have the waves of life, right?
Yeah.
But I think what became cool to me after a certain period of being like, man, did I make a mistake? And that let me call it a depression stage, right? It's just understanding the blessing of life, especially when you have friends that are no longer here, and those realities become apparent to you. See, like when you're in high school, it's kind of rare to hear that, and then.
Are you hard on yourself?
I mean, I think any perfectionist, a person who wants to do a good job, is, because you have a certain standard, and you know when you're not giving your best. That's when but you become less and less hard on yourself, because you realize that mistakes are part of the process, right? So you're always gonna be able to execute that perfect. And making mistakes are like 90% of that process.
You have to make a mistake. You have to take L's. Like people expect that you're gonna get someone without L's. Like L's make you grow.
I'm telling you.
But like people are so afraid to fail. Like the first time they fail, it breaks them. Like, oh my God, what do I? No, you're going to fail. Expect it.
And that's because a lot of times people are afraid of being judged. Like what do they think about me? Like what do they think about that? But when you've been in the spotlight, when you've been in fame, and what I mean by that is just having a bunch of people that don't know you, think they know you. After a while, you realize how little it matters.
I like that you said that, because you talked about waves. But you see, waves for us is not the same. I can go to the kiosk and I can say, give me a kiberiti for $5, but I'll pay you tomorrow.
Me too, right now. I'm free as a bird. I can go get your kiberiti right now.
For real.
I swear.
You can do anything.
Even and bro. I'm so free. It's awesome. It's the best. I think this is the best part about it, is when you realize that. And you're just like, you can still operate as a guy.
Would you see Taio leaving Kenya?
Okay, maybe later, but I'll always have to.
He already left though.
I'll always come back.
Yeah.
He left.
No, like for good.
For good.
Like if you got that, like that job, like let's say you're working for a club.
Jay-Z hollers at me and says join Taio.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Head of Africa.
Yeah.
I'll be like,
of course.
What's
Even
the flight
better.
number?
Even better. Guys want you to write for them, be part of their team.
I think here's where the opportunity is, right? It's a small market, and because of that, I feel somewhat that there's a responsibility, particularly if you're somebody that thinks a certain way. Not only that, but has the courage to like put yourself out there to do stuff, right? I think Kenya needs that more now more than ever, right?
So you're trying to build the industry.
I'm trying to build the industry ever since I was involved. That's been the idea, right? But the point being is that and I was talking to Rico about this outside, there's certain bases you need to cover for life, right? I'm gonna call them the 4 walls. That's talking about shelter, clothes on your back, food to eat, and some sort of transport to get you to your work,
Some
your
fuel,
situation.
whatever it is,
They call-
home,
Whatever it is, but even that's a luxury. Like we're just talking about the actual
basics.
base. Yeah. So we call that ramen profitability. Once you have those bases covered, then it's like I feel like you can be on your mission. And that's why I feel a lot of creators kind of get lost in the process because they don't even have their 4 walls covered and they're wondering why they're being frustrated in their creative process, right? And why they might
That's why
start
people
something
need
and stop.
teams.
Yeah, or just family, or just actual tough skin, right? Like the belief in themselves. Sometimes you just gotta believe in yourself, but that takes going through the darkness. And then you see a light, you say, okay, before I get into the dark, let me just try and see where that light is. You get to light, you're like, damn, yeah, it's a whole. So not everybody's like that, and we have to acknowledge it. But for those that are, I feel there's a responsibility to just keep on following through because you don't know what the impact your story has on somebody else. That's it, long story short.
I love your story, like.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Guys, I love your story.
No, I love your stories because like every time we talk, I'm like, whoa, man, like.
Always like, yo.
I thought they were just this, but there's a whole iceberg.
Find a cup of
you know what I'm saying?
You get like 2 jugs of tea, put them next to us.
There has to be rocking chairs as well.
Rocking
Yeah,
chairs.
get a rocking chair. Shani knows what's up. I'm trying to buy a rocking chair from Shani. Stop.
Yeah.
It'll come. It'll come.
It's coming. It might just come as a gift. You know what I'm saying?
Siwezi kataa.
Hala Papa Shani.
There we go.
You left the country for a couple of months.
Yeah, man.
You went to America.
Woo, to kick ass.
And like, while in America, I knew you were working with the Cosmic Homies.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about that whole experience? About why you decided like, okay, fine, I'm from Kamula, I've done man-made machine. I'm now going back. I'm trying to do a group and like again. How was that like? What made you do that, or what inspired that?
How did that come about?
Yes.
Yo, it actually falls down to one thing. It was so organic, man. It was not only the music, because that's the most important thing. And I feel like producers always ask that, they're like, yo, do you think we could work? I'm like, bro, play the song and then we'll take it from there.
Yeah.
But one of the real core elements about Cosmic Homies was love, right? This was a group that was founded by me, my ex, Karun, and I don't know if it's, and her baby daddy. I'm gonna say baby daddy right now.
Yeah.
So there was love at the center of these things. These are people that are in love, living together, and who are all musically inclined. So it was so natural. At the same time, also, Marushka is somebody who's so ahead of her time, visually speaking. So she's able to connect the dots in certain ways. We know what Karun can do.
Yeah.
And a big shout out to Joseph Kiwango as well, who's just like one of these untapped aliens, who's just got layers and layers and layers. And so it happened so naturally. Us getting to the States, not only was it because the music was quite unique.
You guys are touring as well.
Yeah, dude, we played South by Southwest. Let's back up. South by Southwest was huge, right? We ended up playing Yale Africa Salon as well, which was massive because I ended up speaking, and y'all just think about that as a high school dropout.
Yeah.
You end up in Yale and now you are giving a lecture.
You all just soaked in, like,
I was like, bro,
what the hell how the fuck did I get here now?
I hope you're all taking pictures.
Whoa.
Because Pops gonna have to see this shit.
Yeah.
So these are the moments, the milestones in life that you really have to appreciate and just know that you hold yourself back. But the moment unajiachilia, man, you just get blessed. Like it's like your path is like finally we've been waiting for you to join the road. Like what the hell? We had built this whole road for you, but you were trying to take the final road. Yeah, so Cosmic Homies was awesome like that. It was all it's been all love, and when that happened, the music came across in a way that was just so cool and psychedelic because that's where we were. Young homies experimenting with psychedelics and clothes and graphics and music. Us living on our own for the first time, so we had like a whole penthouse situation. You know what I'm saying? But
you're posted.
It was like we didn't hold back on each other. We didn't hold back on each other, and that's what came across in the music, and it was beautiful. And Prince Mango was born out of that. So you know what I'm saying? Like, look at Prince Mango.
Did you guys talk about Cosmic Homies going to the US?
Yeah.
Okay.
We did it, man. We just left the US, but we haven't left. But it was ridiculous.
South by Southwest, right?
Yeah. South by Southwest was ridiculous, but the entire US experience, because we literally drove from the West Coast to Austin. So that's
from California all the way to Texas,
to freaking Arizona, all that stuff. And that was my first time in the US. But just the US is like it's the pinnacle of capitalism, not only, but just like of this culture, this music culture. So seeing the kind of things we saw, being in New York, at vintage stores, going to certain shows at night, meeting, I can't even begin to name drop because there's too many, but like kicking it with Lil Sims like this, being with Janeko like that, this person like this. Lee Scratch Perry, right there, you're passing him there's things that happen that you're just like, you got this another side of life that if you just open yourself up to it, it's like, why did you not think you're not worthy of this? And like, this is different from your level or something like that. It's crazy. I can't really express it more than that. But that opened me up. US opened me up. Yeah, a lot. I was like, man, what rules? What rules?
So I want to ask you a question. In terms of Kenya and having like seen what's in the US and seeing it, even you've seen what's in Africa. I mean, you were able to do a lot. What do you think of the Kenyan music industry? And where do we have a Kenyan music industry? What are your thoughts on it? And what can we do?
I think we're now beginning. So I would call it an industry because it will comprise of not only the talent, but obviously the commercial aspect of it as well. So the structures. We've always had the creative, artistic side, but now is when we're beginning to see structures. And a lot of these structures are owned by Kenyans themselves, right? So it's not like back in the day, 70s, 80s, when those structures were really introduced and owned by mostly Europeans. The Germans, it was mainly the Germans actually, they invested heavily in the Kenyan music industry. So right now I feel like we have
some of the older Kenyan music, you can't find it here, but like you can find it in Europe, like in vinyls of like East Africa, you can't find it here though.
Or you'll hear it like in in-flight entertainment or like KLM.
And our own people don't know what's going on with what used to actually go on in the music industry.
Because people used to sell like, the mushrooms used to sell like plat. Like, but you see like, because like right now it's hard for people to sell albums. The most common thing we're seeing happening is the Boomplay exclusives, where Boomplay will give an artist a bag, and we're happy about that because we want artists to be able to make money off their art. So it's really dope when artists are able to do those Boomplay exclusives. And then you can see like 1 million people are listening to an artist, or 2 million people are listening to an artist. Like Boutros was able to do 1 million. A couple other people have done huge numbers.
Just did 1 million on that album.
But even then, Boomplay giving him a bag. So right off the bat, and obviously we're just having a conversation as adults, right? Boomplay itself is a Chinese company, right? So them giving artists a bag is because obviously they've got more muscle, they've got more leverage, they're able to do that. And artists, for the most part, let's be honest, I don't want to say desperate, but hungry, right? So you can imagine those same 1 million sales or streams that happen if Boutros had Boutros.com and said this music's only available.
That's correct.
Right?
If he was in control of the supply chain and the platform, he would be benefiting.
If he said this is only here, then he would have got that 100% return on investment. Instead of getting maybe the 20% that Boomplay gave him, more as just like this is a token for you allowing us to have it exclusively. Whereas if he would have thought 10 steps further down, he would have reaped 1 million shillings, not 20k.
Giuliani did the Ryan Leslie, and he has a new album. It's called Masterpiece. And the only place you can buy Masterpiece or find it is on his website. So it's not on streaming platforms. So if you want to buy Giuliani's album Masterpiece, you have to go to giuliani.com and then you pay him. So now when you pay, he sends you a message, says Niaje, your name, thanks for buying the album, here's the link.
Like
but now he has all of his fans' contact information. He can text you. there's no
Middleman.
It's direct.
direct to him. But like people don't think like that.
That's like you said. That's what Leslie started off with Superphone. Right?
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's Superphone.
Or less.
And it makes a lot of sense, to be honest. I think at the end of the day, it is about cutting out the middleman as much as possible, because you have people that love music and you have people that make music, and in between there's so much distortion that happens. You know, that honestly at the end of the day takes music away from the ears of the listeners. People who just love and appreciate music. Yeah, and then it discourages the artists from even going deeper into their craft, right? And so who loses? We all lose.
Yes.
Yeah. So cutting out the middleman is the future, and this is something that record labels are very afraid of, because that's why they were created, and that's why you have artists like Russ, who if there was a way Warner could just hire an assassin and get rid of Russ, they wouldn't.
Russ doesn't need a label. He doesn't. Nobody needs a label. Taio, nobody needs a label. You've been signed to a label. You know how that works. You know you don't need a label if you can invest in yourself or you can sacrifice.
If you have the reach, and to be honest as well, if you're in a market that appreciates music. So in Nigeria now, I would say you don't need a label, because of the fact that the rate at which they consume music is so different. Diamond here in Tanzania doesn't need he has a label.
Yeah.
But what I mean, that kind of love that he has from the fans and the way Tanzanians consume bongo and everything, he doesn't need middlemen. In fact, he's doing them a favor, right? Like, it's not the other way around.
But I guess back to what I was asking about.
Did I say that correct? Well, I hope you caught it. I think you know what I mean.
Yes.
It's that leverage. When you have that leverage, then it's a different ball game altogether, and that's something that even Jay-Z caught onto way back in '98. Yeah, when he first started Rockefeller, and the deals that he started cutting, and not only that, when he came out with, what's the clothing line called again? Rockaway. When he came out with Rockaway, and he then ended up selling it for like 200 million plus back then, it was him understanding. He's like, no, I have the access to the street. How do I do that? By actually, through my music, I'm able to communicate with them. So the marketing is done. You don't need to spend money on convincing people to buy this. People are going to buy this because they understand the story. And so because of that, I'm doing you a favor, right? You're getting a cut in on the culture. Not like they are helping me get closer to the culture.
But I guess like from just talking to different people and trying to understand why people are going to labels, I guess people are still I think it's important to still treat this as a business, because a lot of people treat music or art as a hobby and they don't take it as a business. Whereas you'll see someone like Diamond will invest $100,000 in a music video because he knows what that music video can do for you. And if you look at like label situations, even with bigger artists, there's something about a label it's costly to be an artist, to shoot music videos, to record music, to pay producers. So labels come in to help you in the sense of they can help you pay for the music videos, they can help get you some billboards, they can help get you promo. But if you can get out on your own, you don't need them.
Remember, I can't remember what artist said that, but artist said like being signed to a label is just being employed by them. As BT.
What it is, man, what it is literally going into debt, right? You're being given an advance.
It's a loan.
It's a loan. So you're being given an advance, right? And this is the issue. The main issue is a lot of artists then, and it goes so deep to the fact that by the time a person has said, I'm just doing music, there's so many other things they decided I'm not doing it anymore. So that becomes your one way of doing things, which is why for me it's been so important to diversify. See, right now, if there's no live shows because of Rona, I'll be okay.
Yes.
I'll be okay.
Yes.
And that's so important. That's a message I really try and pass on, because we say in Luya, vintu vichenjana, right? So don't put all your eggs in one basket. That's a term that we all know about. But when it comes down to these labels, you're finding artists that have nothing else they can do. A lot of them are either, at least as far as the US goes, these are guys who are
felons. They can't get jobs.
They don't have any. They don't have options. So they're saying, I have that life. That's the life I have to live, and that's why the labels open up. Yeah, take this 2 million or whatever it is. We know you always wanted that, and they fall right into it.
But the thing you don't understand is your music has to make that money back. So if you get $2 million, you better have sales of $2 million to pay back for that.
Just remember the laws, just even generally of business, man. It's like the borrower becomes slave to the lender. Right?
So if your album doesn't sell enough, guess what? You're still my bitch.
And we live in a world now, just generally, where our appetite for debt, for credit, is higher than ever.
Fulisa, Tala, Branch, everywhere.
So that's why it comes down to a person's psychology, which is why actually I wanted just to add on and say, you don't need to spend a lot of money on videos. You don't need to spend a lot of money on production. There's a way in which creatively you can still come up with a very unique product
organically.
There we go, and not go out of pocket to do
Yeah.
it. And your audience can actually grow with you authentically from that. What I mean is, if somebody had a proper, like a VCR type camera, those old school cameras,
Yes.
you can make some Tribe Called Quest looking videos.
Yo, we saw Chief Gang. I don't know if you know Chief Gang and
Yeah.
the DSF. Like
Yeah.
they shot a music video here. We didn't even know what was going on. Just but people like doing. I feel like it's really dope to see young Kenyan artists recording from home or making beats together or shooting each other's videos, because you don't need to have millions of. You don't need MTech money. You don't need to have a whole label structure to come and pop. You can make music with your homies, produce with your homies, shoot videos.
It's much easier right now than it was 10 years ago in terms of making music, putting the product out, marketing it, even making the videos. It's because I feel like the internet has really taught people that you don't really need a proper super video director. You need an iPhone.
Yeah, man. I mean,
and apps.
1000%. You said that, brother. That's correct. I think what the bigger gap right now is actually from the corporate side, and what I mean by this is from the aspect where the business side of it, where you have more people that understand what it takes to actually package something, to market it in a certain way, and to get it to the market, to the audience. So all that to kind of add on to the point that you don't need glossy, flashy, if you know somebody who can, if you have somebody that understands how to tell a certain story, that can understand what this brand is, pick out, do a SWOT analysis on it and be like, okay, how do we then end up sticking out? How do we stand out? How do we use what we have and stand out? And a lot of that just comes into creative business, having people that actually understand how to sell. Knowing how to sell is what's really missing the most. And that's something that, for the most part, it's like, people have to be taught it, but their guys also just have a knack for it, talent. But sales, that's why sales is one of the most rewarding factions of business, man. Great salespeople are never let go of, right? And they reap big from their commissions. So that's where the real gap is finding the people who are great at sales, understanding how to connect those dots and saying, we have a guy who makes music that sounds like this, and I know these guys are looking for music that sounds like that, so how do I now bridge that gap and then add value onto it?
Taio, can I tell you why I'm really glad you're sitting here right now? Because your mind works in a different way. And when people are able to hear this, it's gonna help them think of things they've not thought about. But based on what you just said, I wanna ask you a question. Can we sell Kenyan music?
Absolutely.
Because we're seeing Nigerian music becoming popular in the UK, Afrobeats is popular in the States, it's on radio, you know, the Lil Babies feature, they're working with, can Kenyan music get to that point? Because I feel we have the blueprint, we've seen other people do it, but can we sell this? Can we sell Dingy Danger? Can we sell Kahush and Mas? Can we sell Brandy Minor? Can we sell Valerie Mudhoni? Can we sell Rise? Can we sell Kenyan music to the world? Because that's necessary.
I think you're the best person to answer this question. That's a dope question. When I say that, it's because you already have the experience, because you've been in this industry. 2, you're already at the OG in this industry. 3,
yeah, I have to sit up though.
3, you're jack of all trades. You're doing so many other things, and 4, like my partner said right there, your mind thinks differently. Like facts. Like me, I don't know.
Because you're not an artist, you're a businessman, you're an artist, you've mentored people, you're a producer, nobody's, you know that your brain is not normal, you're not like us.
I'm a child, I'm a kid, that's what I am. I almost refused to grow up, but then I did, but I still refused to grow up. Yeah. Meaning none of those titles even necessarily
what title fits you then?
Will make me feel like nimefika paka. The story is over.
Okay.
Yeah, that's really it. So it's like we'll continuously evolve. But to answer your question, I think it just comes down to that again. Having the right business minds will make the biggest difference. And that applies to, from the legal aspect, that applies to, we were talking about sales strategy, but just having people who understand, who have a passion for the commercial side will make the biggest difference, because everything else is there. Imagine everything else is there. It's just we get lost in translation when you walk into a boardroom, they give you some nice espresso coffee, they start talking to you about this is the best deal, you forget to see that this is actually not net, right? I mean, you're being quoted gross.
Yeah.
And those small details, people who understand those things, and it will come a time because we have more and more young Kenyans who are going out into the world, even from here.
But who's going to tell them?
It's like Strathmore Business School, who are learning how to be sharks. Right? And we need more sharks in that kind of place. People who know what's chop.
You know, I feel like something that we lack, and because you're here, I want to say this. A lot of people want to be the artist, but nobody wants to be the manager or because we need the behind the scenes. We need the Mikey CEOs. We need the people who are going to see something different in people. Because if we have just the stars, we can't have the business. You know, you have to run a business. Our business has to have a back end. Yeah. So we need a back end that can hold this industry together. Because right now, what's holding us?
Exactly, super glue or rubber bands. You know why there are fewer of those people who are interested in being in the back end? Because again, we live now in a society where social media is so popularized, right? And what that means is there's more of an allure to become that person that's seen, right? Because of the value that's been attached to that. Whereas the other people who see behind that, they know that for this person to get here, for me to be seeing this person as someone who built that platform, and then behind that there's someone who built that screen component, there's someone who built that phone, and there's someone who's got the network that allows me. So it depends on how far you want to go into it. But for each of those stages, right, before you get that finished product, each of those stages was vital, was important. So I guess the bigger question is how many people are willing to actually just do the work and not get the credit. Right? Okay. So that's why it comes down to sometimes, would you rather be rich than famous? And I chose I'd rather be rich, bro. Because I already been famous and I've been well. It's alright. But there's another side, bro. And I think there's definitely fewer people in that place. And that's why even as we know it, like right now everyone's on YouTube and shit, that's why there is the 1%. Yeah. The 1% is just people who think completely differently. Yeah. You find a guy driving around in a beat up trooper with a beat up jeans, you say, what a but you have no idea. Yeah. And so we as you grow, you learn to accept, you acknowledge, you learn to accept that people are different and we want different things, but each of us is important to this entire thing. And so you pick where you want to fit, like where you want to contribute. Okay. Yeah,
I have one problem with you.
Drop it like it's hot, man.
Fuck you. Because this. Oh my god. So let me tell you something. Growing up, I made music, and at the same time, Taio was making music, and the best thing that ever happened was my music career failed. And that's the best thing that ever happened, because had that never have happened, we would not be sitting here. But because of failure, I still learned how to go to Ogopa. I know where to get Lucas. I know where the studios are. I know who to, But Taio, you have a talent. A very unique talent. But the problem you have is you share with us and then you take back. So when you give a set, and you're talking about, I love where your mind is at. I love 25. I love 99. I love the music space you're in, but I hate that you're shaky. You put it out and then you take it back. Cause like even the stuff you made with Fuzzkill, like for someone who is talented, my issue is that you're not sharing it with us. And I don't know why, but I also understand life happens. So of course, like you're going to have situations where you're not into making music and you're into making music. But I've also even seen like you're a great rapper, but you're also a great DJ, and you're getting great at other things. So I can't be mad at you for growing and doing other things great, but I can be mad at you for being iffy with the music. Bro, and I can't let you leave here because people are going to hold us accountable and be like, you didn't ask about the music. So what's going on with the music? Because why is it deleted? Why is it there? Are you going to give us music? Do you feel like making music? Do you care for music? I guess I know you love it because you're still in the space. You're doing radio, you're doing DJ. But like, where's the music from the rapper that I fell in love with? That the rest of us fell in love with? Where's the music and why? I know that I love how sometimes you do this thing where like you share your thoughts with us. Yeah. And sometimes like you talk about Miguna or about random things, and then people don't really react to it. They don't understand. But I don't. We want music. The world wants music. So
you know
tell
I
us.
had you last week, that emotional conversation with you. Best believe I fought with this nigga with the same shit. Like, yo, fuck man. This guy.
Tayo even told this guy, you can't find the music.
Yo, last week Tayo was in the studio. I went for a drive. I won't tell you where we went. But that drive was approximately 45 minutes, and I had the most emotional conversation as a fan. Tayo's my boy, not that we have a solid relationship. But as a fan, I had the most emotional conversation with him because he has a unique talent. It's like being given like
Nobody can rap like you, bro. Nobody. There's only one of you.
Imagine like
No, nobody can.
like nobody.
There's a verse you spit Ali Kamula did. Maybe it was Captain the Cool Kid, but you talked about like being with your favorite rapper in SA and like, bro, like what the fuck? Like even
Shout out to Cooley Chana.
my favorite verse, even on SOS, which is not even in the video. No, there's a song you guys do with Wonder Boy. You're like vegans, street eat, the week.
Yeah,
like, what's that? Nobody can do that.
Yeah.
What do you want us to do? To listen to the old shit, or what are we gonna do, bro?
Before you answer, I'm gonna add more fuel to that fucking fire. You know
What I joke?
Let me tell you, I fight with niggas and who's the best rapper in Africa.
Oh damn, bro. You
In Africa. Because at some point in time, I used to it's still.
Tayo's my favorite rapper from Kenya, hands down.
Hands
No discussion.
Yo, I might fight with this guy every time I see the same. We have the same conversation. You probably getting tired of the same shit. But like, I'm like,
It's effort. Like, bro, what? What do you need?
No, so the thing, I guess what guys don't get to see obviously is what happens behind the scenes. The first thing that I did when Kamula broke up, or so to speak, when we stopped going to Sub-Sahara, is I went and I invested a lot of the money that I made then. I bought equipment and I installed a studio in my house. And the reason I did that was because I knew I need to keep on working on this gift, because what the Lord giveth could also take it away, right?
Yeah.
So I knew as long as I can keep on working on this, even if it's in private, because I felt like I'm going to detour for a bit, then I can keep on getting better. So even now, when I leave here, I go home and I have all my gear and I'm working and I'm refining the craft. The one thing which is unusual today more than ever is having long-term thinking or vision. I'm somebody who's a sucker on timing. It's like it's timing. And right now, these detours that I've been taking, learning these different skills, right, have been so important and relevant to the music that is going to come, right? And so the reason why I take down music, or you're not able to find music from me right now, is it's literally starving the market, so that at the time when you do come through and you deliver, because with music, man, you get it right once. You get a song right once, you get an album right once, and you maximize on that. Make sure you perform it really well. So I'm as excited because I want to be able to deliver on that promise, not only to myself, but to my fans, to Kenyans, and that's what I mean, to my family. But more importantly, it's like, in this season, I feel like I'm supposed to contribute in a different way. And honestly, I feel like the market is low-key, high-key, saturated. There's a lot of amazing talent, right?
Yes.
And
But you don't hear it. You don't hear it all.
Yeah, and that's honestly because of the other gaps that we were talking about. The dots not being connected. Somebody's not doing their job, or hasn't realized that there's a job that can be done and they should do that job. You know.
But if you drop tomorrow, you're going number one.
Yeah, but then do I want to go to number one?
Tayo told you he doesn't want fame and clout. Number one doesn't mean shit.
No, bro, when I come through, I always say this as a joke, man. When I come through, I'm coming through for everybody's bag. And when I talk about everybody's bag, I'm talking about the sophisticated crowd, that kind of the bossed up crowd.
Yeah.
When I do release music again, and Yashinsky really showed us a different model to how things can be done.
Yeah.
I'll be more mature, and not only that, God willing, like things would have worked out, and it will be less about I need to make this amount of money from it. It'll be like any money I make from it will be a bonus on top of what's already there. But more importantly, it's like that music is going to reflect the journey, and more importantly, the fans that we've grown up with. We're all going to be like in our 30s, 40s then. You will need some music to bump to.
Yeah.
And Tayo as your favorite English rapper, Kenyan English, you'll have some stories for you, but we're not going to be at in some grassy field or something. We're going to be like Kempinski vibes, boss vibes.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be pulling up with valets and chauffeurs, and because That's what I foresee. So that when you ask me, would I want to drop tomorrow and become number one, bruh, right now I'm doing the game, we're chilling and I'm loving it. But what I mean is, I don't want that life right now. So I'm willing to be patient enough with myself, as much as I know it's frustrating from a fan's point of view.
So as you're waiting, are you experimenting? Are you listening? I guess, what does the waiting period look like?
Like a tape in the vault right
No. What does the waiting period look like?
It's exactly what's happening
We
right
don't
now.
even have no singles?
No, nothing.
There's nothing in the vault right now.
The waiting looks like Sanan shots. It looks like Supersonic Africa.
We're
It looks like Boiler Room. It looks
Yes.
like Homeboys Radio and other things that are happening.
Yeah.
So these are all adding to the stories, because my life now, because as an artist, that's what you do. You dig through you.
Yeah,
you dig through you. So I'm adding to those stories, so that when I do get back up on stage and I've got the best band the money can buy at that point in time, which means just me empowering other people that have mastered their craft, I want to give the best product possible, so that everybody Africa-wide can be like, oh yeah, no, but there's some OGs right there in Kenya, they're doing a thorough job. That's what I want to do, a thorough job. And right now I'm not willing to be bought out or let anybody, like, when I say be bought out, no one's gonna give me cash to do that job, because I'm somebody who is anti-debt.
Okay.
So I'm making a bag right now through learning and growing, being another young person, which is something that I feel fame robs you of, particularly if you get.
You're being a human. You're experiencing life.
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna get another chance to be in my 20s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I want to be able to go to the kiosk and buy a kibiriti for 10 shillings, but at the same time, I'm the nigga who was right there with Kuli Chana and his drop top when he picked us up. So I have those unique experiences, thanks to God. But at the same time, it's like, I still enjoy just life and the simplicity of just being a guy.
Yeah.
But there'll be a time when my dad says, you cross the valley, unavuka border.
Yeah.
That's what Jabba was talking
Yeah,
about.
kavuka border.
So now, that's when lanes will be established. You know, and then when it comes down to this music thing, the younger generation, the guys who'll be now 18, 21, up to 25, they'll need someone to be like, oh, that guy's doing it really well. And that's because I would have studied everything.
And I feel like everything is gonna make sense in hindsight, because it's gonna make sense why you popped at a young age, why you were, because I feel like you being a DJ exposes you to so many different sounds, because you're not just playing a certain sound. I've heard you play different genres. Yeah. So you're playing for the old folk. I know old folk will be like, yeah, that guy's a great DJ. I'm like, that guy, that's the best. But they see you as a, we know you as a rapper, but some people know you as a DJ. I guess I wanted to ask you, what do you want to be known as or remembered for? Because for me, and many will always treasure you as a rapper, and unfortunately we were always going to ask you about that group and what you get, but like, what do you want to be remembered for, and how would you describe yourself? Like, who are you?
Like, when everything is all said and done, what would Taio Tripper, what would Matthew want to be remembered for?
The boss.
Okay.
Just the boss. That's it. Yeah, and you can break it down in any kind of way, but to be able to call yourself that means that you have traversed every nook and cranny. You've walked in every single, space that there was a place to walk in. You've boldly gone there. So it's not that the boss, because I can afford this and that. It's to know that I have taken myself through everything that you're probably gonna take yourself through. And God willing, I've overcome those things, and not only overcome, but flourish. So I am the boss. That's it. So at the end of every video game, who do you beat? Who do you play against? It's the boss.
Yeah.
That boss is some beast nigga. He's always a beast nigga.
Yes.
But with right reason, with due reason. You know what I mean? And that's what I want to remember from it. It doesn't even come from an ego point of view. It's somebody who was willing to push themselves to try everything and to realize that not only did it take hard work and belief, but patience. Because good things take time. Right? So the boss, I'll just be a cheers baba.
I think boss is a befitting title, because Taio's bossing up in the sense of people have to grow. People can't stay the same. And if you watch what he's doing, it's called becoming a man. He's providing for himself. He's taking care of himself. He's aware of his surroundings. I really appreciate Taio because he's real, in the sense of he's not trying to be someone else. He's trying to be himself, and he's unapologetically himself. So as he's taking the road less traveled, because people want shortcuts and quick things. Taio knows he's building towards something, and he knows it's going to take me a long time, but he knows where he's going. So I'm happy to see you boss up. I'm happy to be in the same room with my favorite Kenyan rapper. And I hope that this is not the last conversation we have, because I want us to sit down in a few years or even a few months to talk about more bossing up that you're doing. I would love to talk about you as a producer. I'd love to talk to you about you as an art. I love to talk to you about music, but I also want to give you the chance to do what you're doing right now, because we're seeing you flourish. The truth is, Taio, it'd be very easy to see you drunk in a ditch or fucking up and say, yo, those guys used to be. That's not the story about you, and you're in control of that story. Fuck what everybody else thinks. It's your story.
We've had our moments, and that's the human aspect of it. It's very important to acknowledge those things, because a lot of people put on this facade, and I guess that is kind of what will make me different, in the sense that, like, I'm not afraid that I'm not afraid that but at the same time, you'll see me somewhere else and be like, bruh, but you know that I know, but you're still doing what? And that's what I love. I love the fact that people avoid those kind of realities about life, but we're all human at the end of the day. So I didn't want to cut you short. I just wanted to add, it's important that all of us know that this journey is going to involve all those kind of things. One day you'll be that guy in the ditch. Hopefully you'll pick yourself up. The next day you're the guy who's introducing me to the guy who'll get me out of the ditch, and then now I'm the guy who is trying to build mtaros instead of having ditches. Things like that. So this is the thing, and I hope whichever young person, old person, whoever's listening to this right now understands that none of us is perfect, very cliche, but more importantly, man, it's like, just seek excellence. Seek excellence, and that will make you do some really amazing things, including picking yourself up from the ditch.
Because it's okay to fall. It's okay. But get up. It's important to also get up.
Get up, bro.
How many times you get up further, how many times you go back up?
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, listen, guys, thank you for listening. Listen to Radio 254. We have a special OG in the building, and thank you for the words of knowledge, the wisdom he's dropped on us. On top of that, we have another guest in the building, which is some shortly, and stay tuned.
I will be back at 7:30, guys.
Radio 254, let's get it.
Beautiful, man. First of many. Thanks, my G.
In 2012, I was at Sarit Center, right next door, driving a pink Vitz, and I was playing Funky Town. So I'm reversing the whip. I'm in a pink Vitz reversing the whip, and then someone's hitting the hood like that.
Get into the groove, let the groove get through.
And I look up, it's this nigga. He's like,
we can just take it slow.
I call my girlfriend
We got the spot going up. If you see it's shit, I already know what's up. Pyro, Nairo, you know the whole team is blowing up. So the whole region is showing love. We put it down, ain't no doubt that they're showing up. We always bout the good vibes. Definitely couple fine African queens rolling with us, Nefertiti. You know we putting on for the city that raised us. Negativity never can phase us. No time to argue na hamafala manga. Kubishana na jama, wanabonga bila chapa. Panganga mingi sana wambie watige wana. Too many pretty women in here to be concerned with y'all, but I can still school you niggas. Nimnataka masomo. Kwe microphone inye de modomo rumono. Flip the lingo to mother tongue like my name is Jomo. Mkichapanga domo, mina saka majomo. Switched up the tempo, pole pole ndio muendo, so y'all can two-step to this African instrumental. We had to put some funk into the scene. Get up and move your feet if you really know what I mean. R-I-Z-E, yeah. You should get up on your feet. The night is young, so what's it gonna be? I know you feeling the beat, I shouldn't see anybody in the seat. Don't gotta go too fast, we can take it easy.
Get into the groove, let the groove get through to you. But we don't gotta go too fast, no, we can just take it slow. Get into the groove, let the groove get through to you. But we don't gotta go too fast, no, we can just take it slow.
Take this as a warning, a couple hours to the morning. If you don't stop performing, I'ma start yawning. The whole night I can hear your body calling. Crack it on and I still feel your body talking. Body language, conversations, pretty basic. With my hands on your waist, you ain't gotta say shit. Nothing complicated, baby, you just gotta shake it. If you came here with your man, you gotta escape him. Give you shots to the head, shots how we be facing. Face it, this is your new favorite location. Dealing with the grown man, leave the games for PlayStation. It's about that time, I've been patiently waiting for a bad mamacita like you to step up on the scene in them very high shoes. With a figure like that, how could I ever snooze? I'd be a damn fool if I ever lose you. I never would abuse you. Treat you like a queen cause you're so damn beautiful.
nothing like the usual. You kill the competition, we organizing the funeral. Things that I could do to you, but I'll get to that later after we get down to these groovy tunes. Just Jeff made the beat that set fire to the streets. All I wanna see for now is you getting up on your feet. You should get up on your feet. The night is young, so what's it gonna be? I know you feeling the beat, I shouldn't see anybody in the seat. They causing beef, send them to the butchery. Yeah, so get up on your feet. The night is young, so what's it gonna be? I know you feeling the beat, I shouldn't see anybody in the seat. Don't gotta go too fast, we can take it easy.
Get into the groove, let the groove get through you. Get into the groove, let the groove get into you. Get into the groove, let the groove get through to you. Get into the groove, let the groove get through to you. Pole pole mos mos, trazienda mos mos, haraka haraka ina baraka mos 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 mos, pole pole mos mos, trazienda mos mos, haraka haraka ina baraka.
Yeah, Pyro, Nairo. Yeah. I feel like Jomo in the Gucci belt. More you rockin' Balenciagas. Y'all niggas don't want no problems. All my niggas problem solvers. I feel like Jomo in the Gucci belt. More you rockin' Balenciagas. Y'all niggas don't want no problems. All my niggas problem solvers. Feel like Ibaki in this new Versace. Yeah, I feel like nobody can stop me. Couple deals that I'm willing to probably consider only if they can call for real figures. Eyes red, come on, who yeah, the rep, Buddha me student, I ain't left the studio in a few days, oh my, we be going foolish, the truth is, the booth is my pulpit, I'll be preaching my truth till I get wrinkled and toothless, it's R.I.O. wait, you already know the name, baby girl, I'm a born leader, fuck with me, you won't be the same, mind sex, I'ma leave your brain rearranged, it's a different process, baby girl, just speak the game, I feel like Jomo in the Gucci belt. More you rockin' Balenciagas. Y'all niggas don't want no problems. No. All my niggas problem solvers. I feel like Jomo in the Gucci belt. More you rockin' Balenciagas. Y'all niggas don't want no problems. All my niggas problem solvers. All my niggas problem solvers.
Alipanua, nikatoboka tsunami. Proceed and stimulate Hanani. Akangusha asali. Honey toast, it's a whole different ball game when a nigga grinding every day. Fall I do sooner die. Give a fuck about the hype. Mlini cheki tangaza. They on that rope on my neck. Tell them niggas kaza kamba. Yeah, I'm finna ride a wave, bitch. Kama ninganya na panda. Wanna die funga belt. Magondide wanatokana. Tel Aviv my G. It's a long way home. That one is mami kwa Kim. Tubonge riba za do. My niggas go through a lot of shit. I can't leave the family broke. How many records I sold? Only the president knows.
I feel like Jomo in the Gucci belt. More you rockin' Balenciagas. Y'all niggas don't want no problems. All my niggas problem solvers. I feel like Jomo in the Gucci belt. More you rockin' Balenciagas. Y'all niggas don't want no problems. All my niggas problem solvers. I feel like more you like Balenciagas. I feel like y'all niggas like I feel like all
Hey. Yeah, listen. Skeezer.
Ransom got that sauce.
I bust a nut on the booty, I roll up a doobie, then get to the studio. She know that I got them choosy. Ask around, bitch, I'm the neighborhood boozy. I bust a nut on the booty, I roll up a doobie, then get to the studio. She know that I got them choosy. Ask around, bitch, I'm the neighborhood boozy. I bust a nut on the booty, I roll up a doobie, then get to the studio. She know that I got them choosy. Ask around, bitch, I'm the neighborhood boozy. I bust a nut on the booty, I roll up a doobie, then get to the studio. She know that I got them choosy. Ask around, bitch, I'm the neighborhood boozy. Sambono na choko za simba ka unajuanga wewe ni panya. Labda paka amelala lakini bado mwewe atakusanya. Unajifanya damn, the top, shit. Sambono na choko za simba ka unajuanga wewe ni panya. Labda paka amelala lakini bado mwewe atakusanya. Unajifanya kijana mwerevu juu limeanga ndevu juzi. Misi rudishi matusi utajipata tu ndani ya boti. Tekia jora yako agutiri hede soka ga etare nyama. Umebonga ukabonga kukiumana unaacha panganga. Unahitaji maombi labda ukajibishane na nganga. Unahitaji maombi tukupeleke kwa chief general commander. Wacha upala Kemuta najiwage mwera mutige wana. Leta ujanja ushaiona kinyozi ananyoa na panga. Hey brada unaweza jipata wada. Ukifak na gedafu utastuka umedrown kwa bafu. Bust a nut on the booty, I roll up a doobie, then get to the studio. She know that I got them choosy. Ask around, bitch, I'm the neighborhood boozy. I bust a nut on the booty, I roll up a doobie, then get to the studio. She know that I got them choosy. Ask around, bitch, I'm the neighborhood boozy. I bust a nut on the booty, I roll up a doobie, then get to the studio. She know that I got them choosy. Ask around, bitch, I'm the neighborhood boozy. I bust a nut on the booty, I roll up a doobie, then get to the studio. She know that I got them choosy. Ask around, bitch, I'm the neighborhood boozy. Bitch, I'm the neighborhood boozy. You'll never hear them asking who's he. My flavor kick like Bruce Lee. That's why I spot your bitch acting choosy. I want the paper, no loose leaf. And I'm concentrated on two things: getting the bag and getting on platinum plaques. Or while I own my own masters, yeah, that's the master plan. Could give a damn about a friend. I fly light, no baggage. I need a friend, I like my cabbage. You mediocre, kinda average. I would sympathize, feel bad, but a nigga been turned savage. Got zero time for distractions. I bust a nut on the booty, I roll up a doobie, then get to the studio. She know that I got them choosy. Ask around, bitch, I'm the neighborhood boozy. I bust a nut on the booty, I roll up a doobie, then get to the studio. She know that I got them choosy. Ask around, bitch, I'm the neighborhood boozy. I bust a nut on the booty, I roll up a doobie, then get to the studio. She know that I got them choosy. Ask around, bitch, I'm the neighborhood boozy. I bust a nut on the booty, I roll up a doobie, then get to the studio. She know that I got them choosy. Ask around, bitch, I'm the neighborhood boozy. Bitch, I'm the neighborhood boozy. Yeah, I'm the neighborhood boozy. Bitch, I'm the neighborhood boozy. Alright. Then I dash. I splash, I go shash, then I dash. I splash, I go shash, then I dash. I splash, I go shash, then I dash. Blah 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 blah. Nimegotia wana, mtacha utoto. Nimegotia wana, hizo tabia zenyu za usoto. Nimegotia wana, ati kuna joto. Basi uliingia jikoni aje na ulijuanga kuna moto. Nimegotia wana, mtacha utoto. Nimegotia wana, hizo tabia zenyu za usoto. Nimegotia wana, ati kuna joto. Basi uliingia jikoni aje na ulijuanga kuna moto. Bado mimi yule kijana nilijipanga, najuanga vile ninafanya. Kana noje tejaba ore ajekaga ti adwa game hotaga. Gaini we ore dina hota, anwe maundu marira rota. Shikine na fatigari na bota, game yote na kushomi na isoma. Utuko akinya dige koma. Like this is scheming on these commas. Put these rhymes together mimi nazishona. Zangu kashmia zenyu bandia. Shori wako wanadai kunipandia. Sina time boys over tapangia. Hivyo ndio masabi tufanya. Tugemea tolo theater wana. Nimegotia wana. Mtacha utoto. Nimegotia wana, hizo tabia zenyu za usoto. Nimegotia wana, ati kuna joto. Basi uliingia jikoni aje na ulijuanga kuna moto. Nimegotia wana, mtacha utoto. Nimegotia wana, hizo tabia zenyu za usoto. Nimegotia wana, ati kuna joto. basi uliingia jikoni aje na ulijuanga kuna moto.
Tigai wana.
Tigai wana.
Tigai wana.
Tigai wana.
Tigai wana.
Tigai wana. Hivi ndio vile hii ufanywa. Don't half-ass none of this shit. Gotta stick to your cheese like a goddamn panya. Best believe when you're self-made, hakuna kitu wanaweza kusanya. And when you're up in your own lane, hakuna kitu wanaweza kuonyesha kufanya. Yeah, I am not that kind of guy that's shy to tell you your opinion, it will never fly. Round my size, too precious on my vibes, and I'm focused on getting money, might get it from my tribe, yeah. Dona muti kujigwa kuwode mwere na ruga ya biashara. Umenya moto boy kwilutera kumadina sara kinyadina sara. Ishasema mini ule kijana, lakini misitu eni kijana. Juvile mificha kwa kazi kijana, si kitu rahisi sana kijana. Tigai wana. 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 Tigai wana.
Hey, Miniko, easy. Miniko, easy. Yeah. I can't help but notice how you and your homies always popping off at the mouth. I just been wondering what the fuck you niggas always been talking about. No digeda kudene kana maodo mari matare nafata. So if it ain't a dollar, don't you even holler, big homie, just shut your mouth. I'm getting nauseous. How could you niggas be so preposterous? Lying to these bitches, feed them nonsense. Doesn't it ever get to your conscience? If it ain't profit, stop it. Switch the topic, better yet quit talking. It's clear we got different targets. Don't mention my name if I ain't involved in it. And I'm never involved if I don't evolve. I got several things that I need to cross off my list of the shit to do so I can boss up. Stay on my grind, see I'm Tony Hawkins. Bitch, I'm Richard Dawkins. Educating y'all, I'm in the process of earning my real nigga doctorate. Start taking notes while I keep this knowledge. Go blah blah blah, siwezi wasikiza mimi nimenyanyanya. Yeah. Mko blah blah blah, siwezi wasikiza juu nimenyanyanya. Miniko easy. Miniko easy. Miniko easy. Nyimko bize. Mkichapa story mnangoja si tu wasikize. Miniko easy. Miniko easy. Nyimko bize. Mkichapa story mnangoja si tu wasikize.
Feels like it's time for confessions. Got so much to get off my mind. I fuck it, let's build up a zoo. I'll deal with my lows when I'm high. Got many who claim they're the best when we know they standing in line. Say let's better work up the math. Big homie, you're not in your prime. Baby, I'm patient but ain't got the time. Don't watch the faces, don't read up online. I'd rather sit on my porch and roll up a fatty than give them a piece of my mind. Might take a couple of L's, it's cool. Spark up a J like a G, then I'm good. Hit up the stew and I cook up a tune. That's how I level and switch up the mood. Leave all the tweets to the twats. I ain't gotta speak when it's facts. How you gonna beef with the pigs? Ain't no reason in that, nah, ain't no season for that. Man, just reap what you sow. Me, I just speak what I know. Me, I just feel what I flow, yo, oh. Wako blah blah blah, siwezi wasikiza juu nimenyanyanya, eh. Wako blah blah blah, siwezi wasikiza juu nimenyanyanya.
Miniko easy. Miniko easy. Nyimko bize. Mkichapa story mnangoja si tu wasikize. Miniko easy. Miniko easy. Nyimko bize. Mkichapa story mnangoja si tu wasikize.
Hello? Don't be ringing on my phone. If you ain't keeping it strictly to business, then please you should leave me alone. Got way too much in my dome. Can't afford to fuck up my zone. If I'm discussing or conversating, it's on the things that lead to my growth. Just thought you should know.
Kanyoni kaja, kanyoni kaja, kanyoni kaja, geko wajana medeko. Da koria tere, da koria tere, da koria tere wa mishore wati dako. Na wadi nako, no joke nawe nigwo, to menyane kahora, utire ihenya oh no leo ni leo. Diwe horo warosio, kana okay, no enanie, it is okay. Look I'm makeni to go na the soke. So what we gon' do is I'ma put you on to something new and likewise you gon' put me on too. Did you say you're from Ghana or was it Cameroon? In that case please pardon my French bonjour. Oi baby ogerede adige hona, ore akohana nogo gorere mugoda ngombe cia dogo gori na kreti cia soda de gwata toaine na ona nidireda kuona kanyoni kaja, kanyoni kaja, kanyoni kaja geko wajana medeko. Da koria tere, da koria tere, da koria tere wa mishore wati dako. Kanyoni kaja, kanyoni kaja, kanyoni kaja geko wajana medeko. Da koria tere, da koria tere, da koria tere wa mishore wati dako. Where you been, baby girl? So tell me where you been, baby girl. I've been waiting for something like this, baby girl. Been waiting to feel bliss like this, baby girl. Kanyoni kaja, you're so fly, spread your mabawa. I'm loving your smile, yani tabasam. Tabasamu lako ni kama talanta. Nawaza kila saa ninavyokutazama, na sio ni haja ya kupitwa na nafasi sasa. Juu sijui masaa ile utavisema ni ya kupaa, na kama utawairudi huku sina haka mabaya, sina hakika. Nashukuru kila dakika inapita, sisi wawili hapa tukiwa ndani ya penzi moto ni fever, na bila shaka nimekataa kwamba utaniacha. Kanyoni kaja, kanyoni kaja, kanyoni kaja, kanyoni kaja geko wajana medeko. Da koria tere, da koria tere, da koria tere wa mishore wati dako. Kanyoni kaja, kanyoni kaja, kanyoni kaja geko wajana medeko. Da koria tere, da koria tere, da koria tere wa mishore wati dako. Where you been, baby girl?
Kenyan, tweet tweet tweet, Kenyan, tweet tweet tweet, Kenyan, gako wajana medeko. Ke, dako letere, wa mishore wati dako.
call the house. Instead of hearing, oh, thanks for calling, they hear this small kid just rhyming. And I didn't used to really know what I'm rhyming, but as long as I finished with J Records, because I used to hear Ja Rule say J Records, so I was like, I'm a rapper because I'm on J Records.
How did your parents now, this voicemail, are they like, turn this off, or are they down?
Nah, my parents supported me from day one.
Okay.
Because I think in my family, I'm one of the people who's pushing that creative side of life. So
Okay.
they didn't want to block me, and everyone else is doing something else. So they just let me flourish in what came naturally to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you start off with a voicemail. I guess, when's the first time you go to the studio? Do you remember the first time you went to a studio? Did you record at home, or the first song you ever made?
My first time in the studio was when I was living in Atlanta during middle school, and I stepped into a bedroom studio. It was just like a plain and simple bedroom studio with a small booth and a makeshift sound system. But we made it happen. When I came to Kenya the same year, I think I was still 14.
Okay.
Came back to Kenya, then I linked up with Amaz, who is a really dope artist. I think I mentioned him to you.
Yes.
Yeah, linked up with Amaz. We used to record at Adams Arcade.
Okay.
And that Adams Arcade is where I met many other artists, Kalinga and all.
And now you're saying, when you say back then, how old were you?
I was 14, 15.
So you're 14, 15 going to the studio recording?
Yeah, for sure. And my dad is like, yeah, so today I went to the studio. Those days he didn't even let me use a matatu. He was like, I'm gonna get you a taxi, you're gonna go all the way, and that same taxi will come for you at the studio.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was like a plain and simple supported thing, like no obstacles.
That's dope.
Yeah.
So from birth to 14, you were in the States?
Yeah, back and forth. I was like 3 years in Atlanta, 3 years in Kenya, 3 years in Atlanta, 3 years in Kenya, back and forth.
Okay, would you say your music is inspired by ATL rap? Or would you say you're...
When I started, for sure, the flow, especially the flow, like, I liked flowing like these crunk guys, like you would know what crunk is. Many people right now don't know what crunk is. But I was inspired by let's say Lil Jon and Ludacris and
D4L, yeah.
Especially, I can show you pictures of me in primary school. I bought my whole crew fake chains and big ass t-shirts. It looked like D4L, like Kenyan D4L.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you, at 14, and I'm highlighting this because you're making music now.
Uh-huh.
And the reason I'm saying this is because there's a lot of people who you were probably making music with then, who unfortunately maybe some of them passed, like JK, or like some of them don't make music anymore. They chose,
Some of them are in corporate world.
Why did you? So you continuing? You didn't give up.
Yeah, I didn't.
Talk about that, because a lot of people you started with are not there anymore. So I guess what drives you? Because you're continuing and you push your music. You take this really seriously.
Sure.
What's driving you?
It's a funny story, man. Like, my whole teenage life, when I was still recording, was from 14 years old onwards. I've always been a book smart kind of kid. So I was always like, in my head, I was like, maybe I'll get a scholarship and go study or something, which I did. I got a scholarship. Then at the last minute, my family was like, nah, we want you to stay in Kenya. So when that happened, to me it was a disappointment. But now looking back, I'm like, if I actually left and took that path, I wouldn't be where I am now, and I wouldn't be doing what I love most and what I do most naturally, which is music. Like, even now, I'm still a really good student in school.
Yeah.
I'll say that, like, that's one of my biggest flexes.
Okay.
I can go the corporate route if I want to, but I think this is what I was made for, and this is what comes to me naturally, and that's why I still do it.
And you came from a musical family.
Yeah, for sure. My cousins, I have family who, I won't say their names, but I have some family who are like well-known producers, well-known media personalities, but like not really people that I would say I depend on, or like I thought who help me with
You
this.
have your own sound as well.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Actually, one of the things I'm very proud of is, like, I wouldn't say there's someone I sound like or anyone who sounds like me, and that's one of the things that I think is like my unique selling point.
Have you always sounded like that, or like has your sound grown?
It's grown. I would say like it. I remember. Okay, the first time I heard your music, I remember I was dating somebody and they played your music and I think it was some love song. And I was like, you know, this sounds like somebody I know.
Yeah.
And then I didn't really like check into it. And then when I went to go, like when he sent me the song, I was like, what?
Yeah.
I know, right? I was like, what?
I think,
And it was on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll get the name of the song, but I remember he always used to play it, and I was like, whoa. Like, imagine, that's Kenyan music.
There was one with Terian Iraqi that I heard called Grooving, really, really early on, that introduced me to you. Introduced me to you like 5-6 years ago.
Yeah. I would say it's a very thin line between inspiration and imitation. So, coming up when I was really young, you'd spend like a month listening to one of your favorite artists, then you notice the days or weeks that follow that, you kind of sound like that artist.
Yes. Like when 50 Cent was hot, everybody wanted to be 50 Cent. When T.I. was hot, everybody wanted to be T.I. When Lil Wayne was hot, everybody wanted to be Lil Wayne.
So you have to be mindful and stay conscious of what's unique and what you bring to the table. So one of my main objectives is to forever be myself, even though I'm versatile and I can rhyme on different like beat styles and different subgenres. I want you to, when you listen to that song, you just know that's Rise, even if it's like
a different genre,
infused with something else,
Yeah.
like I'm a piano or whatever. When you hear that voice, you're gonna be like, yeah, that's Rise, even if it was produced by someone from Germany or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the substance is what's key to me, the substance of the song.
And is that why you haven't come out with music?
Yeah, for sure. It's a quality over quantity kind of thing.
You've been perfecting
and I'm
your
a bit
sound.
of a perfectionist, yeah. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, but something I've come to embrace recently is that like every song you make doesn't have to be that song, like that number one song. You have to appreciate the fact that you're allowed to let people feel and vibe with the period of like the mind state you're in at the time that you created that song.
Yeah.
So I just try to release in real time and let you grow with me as I continue reaching where I'm reaching. you
Share
know?
the experiences with you.
Exactly. If I sit on something too long, by the time I drop it, the spirit.
The tide has changed. It doesn't sound the same even.
Yeah, exactly.
How do you find your sound in the sense of now that you're like particular and you say, okay, I want people to find meaning in my words. How do you, I guess over time you must have developed, you've listened to your music, you've had yourself grow. I'm sure there's songs you made that you can't listen to now.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
And those I'm sure they tell you, okay, I never want us to talk about. I guess how did you get to the point where now you're like very particular about what am I putting out there? Because you know your kids are gonna hear this.
Yeah.
People are gonna, your music is, you're putting out music, it's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
Why is it important what you're saying?
I would say vulnerability is like one of the main things that helps you do that. Because like you said, my kids are gonna listen to
Yes.
me. So when I'm creating something, I try to be as real as I can and to translate those emotions that were in my mind onto the pen or onto the track.
Yeah.
So Kitambo, the problem used to be like, I'm feeling kind of like an imposter syndrome because I want to make this song, but I don't feel 100% confident being myself.
Yeah.
But once I broke that barrier, that was it. Like, and I would say one of my biggest inspirations when it comes to that was Kalinga.
Okay. Yeah, because Kalinga didn't leave anything
For sure,
off, you know.
For sure.
So you sound like a very spiritual person, like.
Yeah.
But you're also grown up in a society of African mainism. When you're writing and you're trying to put some emotion in the song, do you step back or do you just go in?
Sometimes you just have to let life. You have to live life and experience life, so that if I force myself to finish a song, you'll know that I forced myself when you hear it. But if I live my life and let it like bleed through my pen, then you'll know that was real, like inspired by something real. So sometimes you don't force it. Like you said, that's what made me take time. Like sometimes you just have to take a step back, live your life, and wait for it to come to you.
And what about, you said that you have music on the way.
For sure.
Like, can you tell us something about the new sound? Or would we say it's not a new sound, it's just a continuation?
The last 1 year has been a journey for me in terms of recording myself. Like I said, once Corona hit, it was a big blow to everyone. But for me, it was like an opportunity to become self-sustainable and to start recording myself. So the past 1 year until now was that journey.
And
Because even on SoundCloud, it says like on the song, the latest project you dropped, it says that the songs are self-produced.
sure.
There's like self-recorded.
Self-recorded,
There's producers, and you give the producers shout-outs, but you also say that you're the one who's recording. I guess so. This you dropped that project in 2020 in Jaya Nai, and I had so someone posted on Twitter. I looked at it, and I wasn't sure what to expect. And then I listened to the whole project. I'm like, okay, this is different. So in 2020, I added it to the station way before that. But like, it's a really different sound compared to even your other music. So I guess I want to talk about Jaya Nai and what 2020, because we're talking about COVID and 2020. How did you come up with this project? And
to be honest, I was working on a much bigger project with about 10 to 18 songs. But then I was like, if I want to release such a big body of work, there's a certain like resources and certain moves I have to make to push it the way I want to push it.
You wanted to finesse it.
Exactly. So these 4 that came out as my Jaya Nai EP were like outliers, but they fit together as one once I looked at them as an EP. So this is like surplus. What Jaya Nai is like a surplus of what's in store.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's something you do that's really unique in the sense of like Tigawana or Kanyoni. There's a way you fuse Kikuyu and hip hop and what the fuck? Because that's unique. Your rap is dope. I love your rap. But when you do that fusion, I don't even know where it comes from. You throw completely left field. No one can do that like that, bro.
Thank you, man. That's like one of my biggest insecurities growing up was like I can speak my mother tongue, but now the tables have turned. Now I look at it like that's my edge. I can use that.
Yes.
You're different,
and it came before. I knew my mother tongue before I knew English. So I knew my mother tongue, then I knew English, then I knew Kiswahili. So by the time I entered nursery, I could speak Kikuyu fluent. So that's like now it came full circle. I was like, maybe I should use it. And once I tried it.
It's working.
A lot of Bontao kids and guys who grow up in Nairobi, they always forget that your language, your culture is part of who you are. It's part of your identity. So pretending that you don't speak a specific language or you know that, like, no.
If I didn't incorporate my mother tongue, I would forever be fighting myself because I wouldn't be 100% myself.
Yeah, and that's a part of you.
Exactly.
And that's how you started it all.
Yeah. And I noticed I really didn't. I wasn't appreciated the way I wasn't happy with the appreciation I was being shown until I now started infusing that Kikuyu and being more in touch with my true self.
Because it's a uniqueness that comes out of, I don't know, have you ever listened to Erosh?
Yeah, I have. Erosh is one of the people, like, he's on my bucket list.
First time I heard my Annie, I lost my fucking
Me
mind.
too.
Because I'm like, this is a story that will be told by a guy, but then it's in our...
It's our age, like we can relate to that versus Kegosho, it's... Because that what you're doing, even someone who doesn't understand Kikuyu, they feel it. You see, music is a feeling.
Actually, when I send, because I still have a network in Atlanta. When I send them my music, surprisingly, the Kikuyu music is the one that they're like, this is the one. They're like, I don't know what you're saying, but you're saying something. So like, the reception has been
offsetting
like something.
Offsetting. One thing about music, when it hits you, it doesn't matter what language it is in, and that's why the music that comes out of Canada, not even just Nairobi, is phenomenal because you have different kinds of music, different languages, different dialects. Like when Bogi Genji came out, I won't lie to you, I do not understand half of what they say. But that shit bops. Like you're like the man, even me, I'm like Gubi Voice, my friend. But like
Googling me.
No, like me nataka ngwete. I'm like
I think even Taio was here earlier and I heard him saying that for them to actually be embraced, they had to accept the fact that the bug is...
You have to accept yourself. Because who's going to love you if you don't love you? Yeah. Like you have to love you. Even in a relationship, for a girl to fall in love with me, I have to love me first. Because if I'm down in the dump, like, I hate my life, everything sucks. She's not like, that nigga, I don't want to be with that nigga.
And I'm very happy with how both uptown, downtown, Eastland, and Westland right now in Nairobi, they're all showing each other love.
Yes.
I think we can all agree that.
For sure. And that was never there before.
Because everyone is happy being themselves right now.
Yes.
No one is trying to veer into someone else's lane.
And it goes back to the internet. Because now, someone can listen to Erosh, you can listen to Samido, I can listen to Bahati, I can listen to Zenya, like such music, and then you're like, you know what, this would vibe very well.
Yeah.
Like I can see you on a song with a jungle, like someone who just pure the Luo.
Yeah.
And it would still be a banger.
Yeah.
Because as long as you guys understand each other and understand your sound, if you put it together.
Exactly.
Because now we're not trying to be like, you're not there yet. Now it's like, yo, let's see what we can do.
Yeah.
And that's what I like what Major is doing with his features. It's like, you know what? Let's see what we can do.
Yeah.
And it always comes out dope.
Yeah. I think it's just people right now are flourishing in their own spaces. There's no predetermined space or like prepackaged route that
because we don't know where we could take it. We don't know what's the formula. We don't know what's the hit because music is different. A hit today is not gonna be a hit in 3 years.
They always say Kenya has no identity, but
True.
I think Kenya's identity is having many identities. That's our identity. Like we're a rich, multi-diverse nation.
Rai said it best. Yeah.
I think that's our identity. We're not uniform.
We're not. Rise, I want to ask you something.
Yeah.
How would you define your sound? Because we're talking about your sound, and I know we've veered off a bit, but like, you're a lyricist.
Yeah.
You're one of the dopest rappers out here. You've been rapping for a long time, and you can hold your buzz even with the goats. Like I've seen you have songs with Papa Don.
Your name has come up like in the stew a lot.
Yeah.
And even Mateo walked in, he was like, oh shit, yeah.
Yes.
It's been
And tell me
well,
that the OGs are you're here. Because you see that, and that's because you didn't give up. Because you see, a lot of people you were making music with are not making music anymore. Life happens, they get a kid, they go get a job, but like you are pushing this.
The only way to make it is not to give up. That's the only.
Have you ever wanted to give up?
Oh, for sure. Even as recently, man, it happens. It's a recurring thought.
Okay.
But you have to be disciplined and remember why you started.
And why are you doing
and
this?
Shout out to Taio. He's like a big bro to me, man. He's someone who inspires me and gives me guidance along the way. And I do this because from as early as I could remember, I always wanted to be known for music.
Okay.
For rhyming and for doing what I do. Even like before I wanted to be a rapper, I wanted to be a producer. Before I wanted to be a producer, I wanted to be a DJ. Before that, I wanted to be Usher, man.
Yeah.
I wanted to be an R&B singer.
Yeah.
But so always I've always wanted to be in the limelight, but not just like for clout. I want to be known for what I do.
Okay.
Not for anything else, not for drama or any other extra stuff.
Yeah, keep out of that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's extra shit that nobody needs. That's that extra baggage.
Trust. Yeah.
It gives you a bad rep, and you just have a bad aura around you.
As much as clout is currency, I think
it doesn't pay bills.
Yeah,
it doesn't pay bills.
But that currency runs out. That currency is more close to like crypto, you know?
Yeah.
One time it's up and one time it's down.
The Bitcoin up and down is every day.
Bro, you can have that today, like, oh, you guys rise the shit. Then one, just something small. You guys, that guy sucks.
But how you're building, where you see, someone can go and see how far Rise has come.
Yeah.
And they can see you're consistently putting, even if the gap is between 2018 and 2020, you're still here.
Yeah.
And you're still relevant because you're sticking to it. Who inspires you? Locally, before, yeah.
Can I tell you guys something funny? I don't even listen to a lot of hip hop or rap.
Really?
I listen to rumba, man. I listen to rumba. I listen to mogidi. I listen to traditional music.
Really?
So most of the time when you walk into my room, it's not hip hop playing. But when I want to get in the zone, I'll play some of my inspirations.
Okay.
And I would say I'm a young old head. Like I listen to old school Jay-Z, old school Nas, all kinds of like classics.
Okay.
The new stuff, 2010 onwards, would be like if I'm turning up and I'm trying to have a good time.
Okay.
That would be the main time I listen to it. But locally, Kalinga, of course, he was a good friend of mine, an inspiration. Even the tag Rise of the Lyricist, that wasn't mine. Kalinga is the one who gave it to me.
Really?
He was introducing me to someone at an event. Then they asked me, "Are you a rapper?" Then I was like, "Yeah, my name is Rise." Then Kalinga walked up, he was like, "Yeah, this is Rise. You don't know Rise of the Lyricist?" Then I was like, I'm gonna keep that name.
Can we talk about where you met Kalinga? Because I see the songs you did at Black Hole, and I know Kalinga used to be there a lot. I
Yeah,
see
we
you've
met at Black Hole.
So you talk about that and like how, because I see there's a certain scene where it's like the Ngong, Rongai, Kain Cruise. I guess what's that? I guess where do you fit in yourself, and how did you?
2015, 2016 were like the first two main artists to record at Black Hole.
Okay.
So I used to come in, I record my stuff, then my engineer plays me Kalinga stuff, and he's like, yo, Kalinga's been coming to record here. And
Yeah.
remember, I had met Kalinga early on in Adams Arcade.
Yeah.
But for 3 years, we were both just doing school, we weren't recording anything. 2015, we started recording together. He did a track called Stay True, and actually that's the first track I remember. I think Xenia was on it also. I think she told me that was the first track to ever record. So Kalinga was always putting guys on, like always trying to work with guys, make guys collaborate. So after that Stay True, we went on to do some other like business ventures and stuff. Continued talking all the way till the end, man. So he was a good friend and someone that inspires me till this day. Like, to be honest, sometimes it's hard for me to play his music. I get emotional even just playing his music and seeing his videos on YouTube. So in about a month, I'll play his music like once or twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were you Chevy K?
Chevy Kev.
Yeah, Chevy Kev.
Oh man, Chevy Kev. We used to call him Duke. That used to be his name.
Duke and Hayes.
Yeah, he was
Yes.
part of Duke and Hayes. Chevy Kev is my homie. We met through my cousin in high school, and then from there we just did. We used to record in Gong at some guy's studio called Arthur.
Okay.
He's part of this band called The Movement.
The Movement with Mutoria.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. So all this Nairobi.
It's a small circle.
Small, yeah. Yeah.
But the thing is, it never used, like we were having this conversation earlier. It never used to be like that. It used to be
Yeah.
very clicky.
It
But
did.
now you guys, like the newer crop, you guys are all willing to work with each other.
Yeah.
And create music that is just so phenomenal. Like you're saying, every time someone comes in here and they talk about Jason, it's always a different story and an inspirational story.
Yeah.
So like you guys are always willing to put on each other, and like just jump on a track with someone like, oh shit, let's see how this goes.
Yeah, if you're down for the vision and the bigger picture, man, you're willing to just create. You don't think about all the other extra stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, one of the main reasons I don't collaborate so much is because artists are sensitive and they have a lot of drama attached to them.
Yeah.
So I try to keep to just a few that I vibe with. So yeah, Steph, Chevy Kev, who else? Like Amaz. Amaz is the person that I started this with.
Okay.
And now things have come full circle and we're doing this on another level again. So Amaz, Steph, yeah, it's a guy called Wanjao. Do you know Wanjao?
Yes.
Wanjao is also
Wanjao.
Yeah,
It's not.
Wanjao is
It's
dope.
weird.
Wanjao is dope, and I was there when he was like, yo, I want to get into music. I've known him before he wanted to get into music.
You have a song with Ed Mlai,
Edwin Mlai, yeah.
but he has the song Edwin for President. But then you guys have a song called Head of State.
Yeah.
What's that?
Edwin actually, his first time to get into a studio, Adrian is the one who pushed him to me. Then I was like, come to Black Hole.
Okay.
And from there we met, he started recording, and he's been growing ever since.
He's so dope.
If you listen to his first recordings and listen to now, his growth arc is like this, man. It's crazy. He grows really fast.
Rico would be very upset with me if I didn't ask you this question.
Yeah.
This is his favorite question. If you could collab with anyone in the Kenyan industry.
Yashinsky. I want you. Yashinsky.
That's it.
He's my goat. He's my goat, of course, and the others.
Yes.
Nani, but Yashinsky. Living. Yashinsky.
Why?
I think I relate to him a lot.
Okay.
And I like his flow, I like his music, I like his beat selection, everything. Yeah. I look up to him.
That's crazy. We're not talking about your performances. You said when you started performing with Creative Garage?
Yeah, 2015.
What was that like? First time on stage?
It was a vibe because I always make sure when I'm performing I invite people. So the people who were in the front were my homies. So
it wasn't like we're standing up there like, oh shit.
You guys were funny.
Yeah,
They
for
knew
sure.
word for word.
For sure. So I tried to bring my home crowd wherever I perform. So it was dope, and even there I met people who became regulars because I didn't perform there once. It was like a repeat thing.
Where else have you performed?
I performed at Creatives.
I've performed at Tree House.
Lighthouse.
What? Lighthouse.
Yeah, there's an event called Lighthouse.
Oh yeah, there was an event called Light Something. I don't know. That was when I first got paid like good money. Perform less than 10 minutes. I was like, yeah, I wanna do this.
You wanna do this for
Yeah.
life?
Yeah. Alchemist, different places. Mostly it's like clubs. Okay. Let
Yeah.
me say I performed at clubs. Which events? Okay, events. I used to go on open mic. I used to take those open mics, take advantage of those open mics like 100%. And this is early on when I was still a teen. So blankets, I used to go up there on that. I didn't care if it was poetry or spoken word stage, but I used to just go take that mic and just vibe. And I remember this band called Yellow Light Machine.
I don't even know. More headset, keyboards and that.
Yeah. I performed with them a few times. I know they can't remember, but I used to go on that stage. They just used to know this drunk 15-year-old kid to kill it. So I used to go there on that stage and kill it, man. So that's a big stage, and that one I took like, I didn't write my name on the list. I would just go on stage, grab the mic, I'm like, I'm an artist, let's do this.
Okay, I'm child services for a minute.
Yeah.
You were drunk at 15.
Oh my bad.
Is everything okay at home? He's drunk at 15.
I'm in 17.
When he says he's drunk.
Watu wako kwa shida.
No,
I wanted to talk about. I want to play some music.
Let me
Sorry.
just cut you off before we wrap up. You asked about my sound, and I want to link that with the name of my next project.
Yeah.
So, and that goes back to your question about taking time with these projects. So we're always, as artists, we're always saying like we're all cooking magic, you know, we're all chefing, we're all in the kitchen. So I'm always like, to do fast food, you can be about just anyone. To flip a spatula, you can be anyone.
Anybody can make an egg.
Anyone can flip a burger. Anyone can flip a burger. But to make good food, you have to take your time, and it has to be a process, a very meaningful and thoughtful process. So the name of my next project, I'm just calling it gourmet, not fast food, because I feel like the way I make my music, it's a process. It's gourmet. It's not fast food.
There's no chicken in.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's the name of my next project, and I feel like that explains the whole mindset that goes into making this music.
So you've been cooking?
For sure. Yeah.
How much do you have enough to feed the needy? Do you have how much is in the vault?
Let me say enough. I have enough for everyone.
Okay.
And when I say everyone, I mean I cover all the bases. There's some love songs.
Okay.
There's some bangers. There's some conscious music. There's everything. So yeah, I'm really excited and happy to share this art with you guys. Yeah.
We can't wait.
So let me ask you. You said you shot a music video today.
Yeah, I was.
What is that for? What song is that for?
It was it's for the interlude to my next project.
Okay.
It's called the No Worries interlude.
Okay.
Which is just like a 2-minute song, and I'm releasing it first because I wanted to just tease guys and give you guys a taste of what's coming.
Okay.
It was produced by Marcus Garvey Karaoke.
Okay.
You guys know him?
I know Marcus Garvey. Yeah, he works a lot with Naito.
Yeah, Marcus Garvey is dope, man.
Yeah, Marcus Garvey is crazy.
For sure.
There's a line he has in one of the Naito songs when they're walking through Kibera. That video is the visuals, the bars.
Yeah.
It's something. So, also as a producer, it's crazy.
Yeah. Marcus.
So we can't let you leave here, but let's talk about the project for a minute. So, do we know when it's coming out and how many songs, or what's? Okay, I guess right now from where you're sitting, what's the project? What are you envisioning for the project? What does it look like? How many? Do you have an idea of that, or you're still building?
Over this next month of July, going into August, I'm gonna do like a weekly freestyle video.
Okay.
Because I'm really trying to build up my visual portfolio.
The catalog.
So the next month will just be like freestyle videos every week, as I finish polishing the project, which is. It's gonna drop in August.
What does it take to do that? When you say you're gonna do freestyle videos every day, as guys are trying to shoot video now, and it's a lot of work. Yeah. Shooting visuals is not easy.
This guy standing next to you is the one who.
Shout out to you, bro, because you do a superhero's job. That shit is not easy.
Yeah, shout out to Trun, Dark Media, man. They've been with me for a long time.
And basically, I like my videos being natural.
Okay.
And I like them to show like my everyday life. Although some songs, especially the one that I'm shooting a bit, the main song, let me say the lead single of the project, that one needs some cinematic shit. Like I want to put resources into that one.
Okay.
So we do the everyday life videos like the one we're doing today, but I have some visual ideas that I want to put to actually make work like a movie kind of shit.
Have you shot this week's freestyle?
This one is the one this one will stand in as the first video that drops as a kind of a freestyle format video, but it's an interview. But the other ones, the songs are done. The recording the video is what now. Like,
can you shoot a video in our booth?
Yeah, that's what I was I was gonna say.
Let's do it.
Have you shot this week's freestyle?
For sure.
We throw you in the booth. We record you.
Actually,
if you can, let's do it.
Yeah, we go live on you.
You have the song that I'm recording the video.
Okay, so we're gonna do that then.
It's called Restless. Yes.
Okay. So we're here with Rise, and we want to play some of your new music.
Exclusive.
World.
Exclusive. You guys don't miss out. You know what I'm saying?
Rise of the lyricists, guys.
But before we do that, I want to make sure. Okay, so we want people to check out the freestyles every week.
Yep.
We want people to look forward to the music. Can we give them a date or estimate, or should we just look forward to the freestyles?
From the week of July 1st.
Okay.
Going onwards, every week we'll have something.
That's super dope.
That's dope.
So we're gonna premiere.
So July 1st, you guys watch out, man. The video we shot today is coming out. From every week after that.
That's dope.
And then for the project?
The project, August.
Okay.
August. I'm not giving you guys a set date.
Okay.
You'll see it.
Any features?
Amaz is the main feature.
Okay.
Even I told you, man, artists are sensitive.
But you're an artist, are you sensitive too? Of course.
For sure. Even my Manjana EP, Steph is the only artist who sent me back a feature. It's not, I don't look for features.
But you know, with Njaya Nai, I actually enjoyed just listening to you because I got to understand you.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed getting to know Rise without too much confusion.
No clutter.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. I actually thought it was a good opportunity to display myself, and I'm happy with the reception it's receiving. Timing is everything, and it didn't have to. You know, when it drops, it doesn't have to. But timing is everything, and everything comes in its own divine time.
Yeah. Alright. So the first song we're gonna play is called.
Just play Restless, and then you can play the No Worries interlude.
Alright, let's get it. You listen to Radio 254. We're gonna play you guys Restless, and then the interlude, and then Restless, and then the interlude. So we'll play you guys both songs twice.
Yes, sir.
This is Rise. This is Radio 254. Let's get it. Let's play. I wanna hear it.
Yeah.
And then we can also shoot it. Let's shoot that, please.
Yo, so the music you guys are hearing is from when I started recording myself now. So since last year, May, till now is when you guys are getting to hear. It's taken a year.
I turned it off. I turned off the wrong thing, sorry.
If that's how it goes, then I'm fine being on my own. Can't let bygones be bygones if it's about my dough. And I'm about my own lineage, my God-given throne. Sometimes I'm in the zone, at times I'm in my own. Sometimes I'm out of body, at times I'm in my dome. With my girl sitting shoddy, we might just hit the road, or we might just take a trip with a colorful paper strip. The kind of vibes we be on for free, I'll pay for this. My plug got a till number, said he going paperless. Mama said, son, listen, if you live in haterless, just know the path that you're walking on is dangerous. It means you live for other people, just live for yourself. And the treasures in your heart is where you find your wealth. My guilty pleasure for some time was shortchanging myself. What used to be some obstacles to me are not so obsolete, no stopping me. A prodigy is what I'm proud to be. I know my father's looking down and he's proud of me. I follow through with what I always said I was bound to be. Molded this destiny by myself like I'm into pottery. Now I can see everything I dreamt is never out of reach. Honestly, it wasn't breezy, though I made it look easy. But my headspace needed a deep and thorough cleaning. Focused on my goals and forgot all of my feelings.
I get restless in the nighttime. Time is precious, always on my mind. Is what's next and what to invest in. Always pressure myself, asking myself these questions. I get restless in the nighttime. Time is precious, always on my mind. Is what's next and what to invest in. Always pressure myself, asking myself these questions. Yeah. I wake up feeling great, great, great. Know it's a blessing to see another day, day. As I meditate, yeah, I can't help but feel grateful. Thinking about all the things I got now that I done prayed for. I wake up feeling great, great, great. Know it's a blessing to see another day, day. As I meditate, yeah, I can't help but feel grateful. Thinking about all the things I got now that I done prayed for. Didn't I, yeah, yeah. Didn't I, yeah, yeah. Didn't I, Drake wataitare dena. Drake wataitare dena. Nilituliza akili mapema, watu waseme tu vile watasema. Didn't Drake wataitare dena. Napuliza bila kuhema, na chapa kazi ni future na jenga. Didn't Drake wataitare dena. Yeah, ni ngazi napanda, na ndoto zangu mimi nafuata. Didn't Drake wataitare dena. Todena monyaka wawe sariri mkwanja. Didn't Drake wataitare dena. Yeah, ni ngazi napanda, na ndoto zangu mimi nafuata. Didn't Drake wataitare dena. Yeah, todena monyaka wawe sariri mkwanja. Didn't yeah, yeah. Didn't yeah, yeah. Didn't yeah. Drake wataitare dena. Yeah.
Rise. Yeah. And this feels. Nafanya intro baadaye. Yo. Move with my soul while y'all move like clones. If that's how it goes, then I'm fine being on my own. Can't let bygones be bygones if it's about my dough. And I'm about my own lineage, my God-given throne. Sometimes I'm in the zone, at times I'm in my own. Sometimes I'm out of body, at times I'm in my dome. When my girl sitting shoddy, we might just hit the road. Or we might just take a trip with a colorful paper strip. The kind of vibes we be on for free, I'll pay for this. My plug got a till number, said he going paperless. Mama said, son, listen, if you live in hating less, just know the path that you're walking on is dangerous. It means you live for other people, just live for yourself. And the treasures in your heart is where you find your wealth. My guilty pleasure for some time was shortchanging myself. What used to be some obstacles to me are not so obsolete. No stopping me, a prodigy is what I'm proud to be. I know my father's looking down and he's proud of me. I follow through with what I always said I was bound to be. Molded this destiny by myself like I'm into pottery. Now I can see everything I dreamt is never out of reach. Honestly, it wasn't breezy, though I made it look easy. But my headspace needed a deep and thorough cleaning. Focused on my goals and forgot all of my feelings.
I get restless in the nighttime. Time is precious, always on my mind. Is what's next and what to invest in. Always pressure myself, asking myself these questions. I get restless in the nighttime. Time is precious, always on my mind.
is what's next and what to invest in. Always pressure myself, asking myself these questions. Yeah.
I wake up feeling great, great, great. Know it's a blessing to see another day, day. As I meditate, yeah, I can't help but feel grateful. Thinking about all the things I got now that I done prayed for. I wake up feeling great, great, great. Know it's a blessing to see another day, day. As I meditate, yeah, I can't help but feel grateful. Thinking about all the things I got now that I done prayed for. Didn't I, yeah.
Whole lot of gang shit. Ayy, fiends on my celly for the juice.
Hey. Yeah, listen. Skeezer.
Ransom got that sauce.
I bust a nut on the booty, I roll up a doobie, then get to the studio. She know that I got them choosy. Ask around, bitch, I'm the neighborhood boozy. I bust a nut on the booty, I roll up a doobie, then get to the studio. She know that I got them choosy. Ask around, bitch, I'm the neighborhood boozy. I bust a nut on the booty, I roll up a doobie, then get to the studio. She know that I got them choosy. Ask around, bitch, I'm the neighborhood boozy. I bust a nut on the booty, I roll up a doobie, then get to the studio. She know that I got them choosy. Ask around, bitch, I'm the neighborhood boozy. Sambono na choko za simba ka unajuanga wewe ni panya. Labda paka amelala lakini bado mwewe atakusanya. Unajifanya damn, the top shit. Sambono na choko za simba ka unajuanga wewe ni panya. Labda paka amelala lakini bado mwewe atakusanya. Unajifanya kijana mwerevu juu limeanga ndevu juzi. Misirudishi matusi utajipata tu ndani ya buti. Tekia jora yako agutiri hede sokaga itare nyama. Umebonga ukabonga kukiumana unaacha panganga. Unahitaji maombi labda ukajibishane na nganga. Unahitaji maombi tukupeleke kwa chief general commander. Wacha upala kemutanaji wage mwera mutige wana. Leta ujanja ushaiona kinyozi ananyoa na panga. Hey brother, unaweza jipata wada ukifak na gedafu utastuka umedrown kwa bafu. Bust a nut on the booty, I roll up a doobie, then get to the studio. She know that I got them choosy. Ask around, bitch, I'm the neighborhood boozy. I bust a nut on the booty, I roll up a doobie, then get to the studio. She know that I got them choosy. Ask around, bitch, I'm the neighborhood boozy. I bust a nut on the booty, I roll up a doobie, then get to the studio. She know that I got them choosy. Ask around, bitch, I'm the neighborhood boozy. I bust a nut on the booty, I roll up a doobie, then get to the studio. She know that I got them choosy. Ask around, bitch, I'm the neighborhood boozy. Bitch, I'm the neighborhood boozy. You'll never hear them asking who's he. My flavor kick like Bruce Lee. That's why I spot your bitch acting choosy. I want the paper, no loose leaf. And I'm concentrated on two things: getting the bag and getting on platinum plaques. Or while I own my own masters, yeah, that's the master plan. Could give a damn about a friend. I fly light, no baggage. I need a friend, I like my cabbage. You mediocre, kinda average. I would sympathize, feel bad, but a nigga been turned savage. Got zero time for distractions. I bust a nut on the booty, I roll up a doobie, then get to the studio. She know that I got them choosy. Ask around, bitch, I'm the neighborhood boozy. I bust a nut on the booty, I roll up a doobie, then get to the studio. She know that I got them choosy. Ask around, bitch, I'm the neighborhood boozy. I bust a nut on the booty, I roll up a doobie, then get to the studio. She know that I got them choosy. Ask around, bitch, I'm the neighborhood boozy. I bust a nut on the booty, I roll up a doobie, then get to the studio. She know that I got them choosy. Ask around, bitch, I'm the neighborhood boozy. Bitch, I'm the neighborhood boozy. Yeah, I'm the neighborhood boozy. Bitch, I'm the neighborhood boozy. Alright. Then I dash. I splash, shash, then I dash. Splash, I roll sash, then I dash. Splash, I roll sash, then I dash. Stereotypes of a Nairobi man. Getting in them jeans isn't my only plan. Even if it is, I'll make you understand. Let you know I pipe you down like no other man. Can't wifey, but we can make future plans. Hope you know I gotta get to the bands. Establish my brand, that we handle the rest. I'm sorta kinda the best. Yeah, she riding me like an equestrian. Talented in every dimension. From an intellect down to a fashion. You want it, then show where your cash at. Cash at any best. Cheki vile anatesa. Ati what do you bring to the meza? Hawezi fuliza M-Pesa. Ai, Asha, kere tu waka neke kuigesha. Ona diwe urea tukoraniria. Diwe kana nitukuatanira. Wikarania nidirona niwira. Staki drama nidirenda madena. Keep it simple tutikaja madena. Mwaga short tena washa kivela. Ndani ndani yani we in the area. Yeah, we in the area. Ndani yani we in the area. I can't help but notice how you and your homies always popping off at the mouth. I just been wondering what the fuck you niggas always been talking about. No digeda kudene kana maodo mare matare nafata. So if it ain't a dollar, don't you even holler, big homie, just shut your mouth. I'm getting nauseous. How could you niggas be so preposterous? Lying to these bitches, feed them nonsense. Doesn't it ever get to your conscience? If it ain't profit, stop and switch the topic, better yet quit talking. It's clear we got different targets. Don't mention my name if I ain't involved in it. And I'm never involved if I don't evolve. I got several things that I need to cross off my list of the shit to do so I can boss up. Stay on my grind, see I'm Tony Hawkins. Bitch, I'm Richard Dawkins. Educating y'all, I'm in the process of earning my real nigga doctorate. Start taking notes while I keep this knowledge. Go blah blah blah, siwezi wasikiza mi nimenyanyanya. Yeah. Mko blah blah blah, siwezi wasikiza juu nimenyanyanya. Mi niko easy easy, mi niko easy easy, mi niko easy 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 easy. Nyi mko busy busy, nyi mko busy busy. Mkichapa story mnangoja si tu wasikize. Mi niko easy easy, mi niko easy easy, mi niko easy 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 easy. Nyi mko busy busy, nyi mko busy busy. Mkichapa story mnangoja si tu wasikize.
Feels like it's time for confessions. Got so much to get off my mind. I fuck it, let's build up a zoo. I'll deal with my lows when I'm high. Got many who claim they're the best when we know they standing in line. Say let's better work up the math. Big homie, you're not in your prime. Baby, I'm patient but ain't got the time. Don't watch the faces, don't read up online. I'd rather sit on my porch and roll up a fatty than give them a piece of my mind. Might take a couple of L's, it's cool. Spark up a J like a G, then I'm good. Hit up the stew and I cook up a tune. That's how I level and switch up the mood. Leave all the tweets to the twats. I ain't gotta speak when it's facts. How you gonna beef with the pigs? Ain't no reason in that, nah, ain't no season for that. Man, just reap what you sow. Me, I just speak what I know. Me, I just feel what I flow, yo, oh. Wako blah blah blah, siwezi wasikiza juu nimenyanyanya, eh. Wako blah blah blah, siwezi wasikiza juu nimenyanyanya.
Mi niko easy easy, mi niko easy easy, mi niko easy 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 easy. Nyi mko busy busy, nyi mko busy busy. Mkichapa story mnangoja si tu wasikize. Mi niko easy easy, mi niko easy easy, mi niko easy 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 easy. Nyi mko busy busy, nyi mko busy busy. Mkichapa story mnangoja si tu wasikize.
Hello? Don't be ringing on my phone. If you ain't keeping it strictly to business, then please you should leave me alone. Got way too much in my dome. Can't afford to fuck up my zone. If I'm discussing or conversating, it's on the things that lead to my growth. Just thought you should know.
Rise, rise, rise. Yeah. And this feels. Nafanya intro baadaye. Yo. Move with my soul while y'all move like clones. If that's how it goes, then I'm fine being on my own. Can't let bygones be bygones if it's about my dough. And I'm about my own lineage, my God-given throne. Sometimes I'm in the zone, at times I'm in my own. Sometimes I'm out of body, at times I'm in my dome. With my girl sitting shoddy, we might just hit the road. Or we might just take a trip with a colorful paper strip. The kind of vibes we be on for free, I'll pay for this. My plug got a till number, said he going paperless. Mama said, son, listen, if you live in haterless, just know the path that you're walking on is dangerous. It means you live for other people, just live for yourself. And the treasures in your heart is where you find your wealth. My guilty pleasure for some time was shortchanging myself. What used to be some obstacles to me are not so obsolete, no stopping me. A prodigy is what I'm proud to be. I know my father's looking down and he's proud of me. I follow through with what I always said I was bound to be. Molded this destiny by myself like I'm into pottery. Now I can see everything I dreamt is never out of reach. Honestly, it wasn't breezy, though I made it look easy. But my headspace needed a deep and thorough cleaning. Focused on my goals and forgot all of my feelings. I get restless in the nighttime. Time is precious, always on my mind. Is what's next and what to invest in. Always pressure myself, asking myself these questions. I get restless in the nighttime. Time is precious, always on my mind. Is what's next and what to invest in. Always pressure myself, asking myself these questions. Yeah.
The United States Border Patrol has exciting and rewarding career opportunities with the nation's largest law enforcement organization. Earn great pay, outstanding federal benefits, and up to $20,000 in recruitment incentives. Learn more online at cbp.gov/career/USBP